should be on. Here we go. Oh wait, let me bring up my chair a little bit. I literally just now noticed that my chair was kind of like out of place and stuff. I don't know why. Yep. Here we are again. We're back with yet another live stream. You know what? I gotta be honest with you. I actually kind of miss live streaming on YouTube, especially since it was more unique compared to what I stream on Twitch. And that's not to say that I don't like streaming on Twitch. I do, but I don't know, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think streaming on YouTube is a little bit more fun. It seemed like that they've improved like the algorithm for live streams on YouTube. So I'd be more than delighted to do more live streams on YouTube versus live streaming on Twitch, especially since the algorithms are completely different. But you know, YouTube is different also, but probably in a better way, and it might be easier to get exposed on here. But in any case, yeah. So the hell? Hold on. So yeah, we're just gonna do a little chill late night stream, honestly. But I think we already know what we're here for, right? Hold on one second. I actually gotta see if I can share this stream over. Hold on. To those who probably don't even have the link, I'll throw it in there. Oh, there you go. You was getting food ready? That's fine. Well, I mean, I just gotten off from work, so that's why it was taking me so long to kind of set the stream up. I kind of had to settle down for a bit and then, you know, get right back up and then commit to this stream. So that's all. That's literally all it was. Otherwise, I'm here. So your top 10 cheesiest PBS logos video is what we're going to be predominantly reacting to. But otherwise, like I said, we're just here to predominantly chill. Especially if anyone wants to sit here and just react to other shit. I don't know, I'm just bored. So anyway, hold on a second, here we go. There we go, I had to get it up. Let me go back a little bit. Oh, whoops. Wrong thing. Here we go. Oh geez, Louise. Where the hell was it? Well, actually, I don't even need to do all that. I can just use the link in the Discord. I don't know why I'm going so far as to do like a whole search of things. Oh, hey, look at that loser. I want you guys to do me a favor and look at that loser in the top left corner over there. Right next to, of all people, DSP. That is a certified bum that you're looking at. Wearing a fucking Wolverine shirt. And he's got these whack-ass glasses, too. Looking like he all intelligent and everything. And he's got a shaved head. Oh, wait. Fuck. Anyway. Sorry for the stalling. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at this video by Mr. Directorate. And guys, if you haven't already, make sure you guys go check out Mr. Directorate. He's been a YouTube friend of mine since like just we both go way back, you know what I mean? Like around the time when I was doing logo videos and stuff like that. You know, he did like a, first of all, it's like, first of all, like, I know him, me personally, like, I know most people will see him as different, but I know him as Ian behind the scenes. For those of you who don't know, that's his real name. I personally know him as Ian because I've talked to him off stream and stuff like that. Dude's pretty cool. And I noticed I'm in the tags, Larry the Lone Wolf, Shizzo Network. Thank you for that. Anyway, yes, I can see the tags you put in. So anyway, yeah, me and him go way back, and we like the first time he ever acknowledged me was that top 10. He made a top 10 video where he was talking about scary logos, and he compared me to SC Media Works, who at the time was one of my favorite logo channels on YouTube, because he also did a top 10 video on scary logos. And believe it or not, he was one of the main inspirations for that video, the top 10 scary logos, which is still on my channel. Check it out if you haven't already. So after that, he did, I think he also did one on like the cheesiest logos too. And there were a ton of cheesy logos and shit, especially like the ones from Malaysia. You know, that one was terrible. The Speed logo, I think it was, that was terrible. And then we also did a collab together, where we talked about the worst logos ever designed. And we've also collaborated multiple times under our music aliases. He goes here. Allow me to pull this up real quick. He also goes by Ace OG, which is his music label. At AceOG_rap god. So you'll be able to find his absolute bangers on YouTube. You might also be able to find him on SoundCloud too. That's where you can also listen to his music and everything. His most recent one is Don't Make Me featuring Lil Grape, which got damn near 200 views, which is awesome. And for the record, I was a guest voice on one of his songs for his album Unlikely Duo, so I was very happy to be a part of that. And of course, other shit where I was on there. So we basically collaborated several times, and of course, you guys probably know that I go by Master Reptile. You'll be able to find me on YouTube or Spotify. Apple Music, you'll be able to find me on there, and be on the lookout for the next Master Reptile album, which is still in the works. I may need to push it back to potentially October so I can have more time to work on it, since my work schedule's been all over the place. Well, it hasn't been. Yeah, it's been all over the place. So, yeah, like I said, the new Master Reptile album is actually almost done. Hopefully, I'll at the very least try to get it out by the end of September. So most likely, hopefully September 31st is when I should have the newest album out. So I'm very excited to release that. So be sure to check out Mr. Directorate, and also be sure to check him out at AceOG_rap god. Very good guy. Makes great content on that stuff. He's clearly showing his ability and his talents as a musician. So be sure to support the homies. With that being said, we're going to waste no time and we're going to get started, but let me read the chat real quick before we get started, okay? So Mega Shadow's also in the chat. Also a huge shout out to him as well, because me and the only time I ever collaborated with Mega Shadow was technically part of the top 10 video. We didn't actually speak with each other. In fact, we never really talked too much off camera, for that matter. But I was a part of that top 10 worst logos video, and he was too. He was part of one of Mr. Directorate's skits, which, by the way, he makes some of the funniest skits ever, especially the one Nation Farm, I think it was, from that video. Nation Farm was my favorite skit. You guys are complete frauds. You treat your customers with respect. That was funny. But yeah, Mega Shadow is also He also often collaborates with Ian on music and stuff besides the videos. So yeah, Mega Shadows, very cool behind the scenes. Well, like I said, I haven't had the opportunity of speaking with him too much behind the scenes, but you know, Mega Shadow definitely seems like a very great dude. And you know, huge shout out to him for actually helping out my boy Ian with the content making and the music, and also being a part of the collaboration as well. So he says, so the chat says, yeah, I'm in the video again. And cheater. Nah, I wasn't comparing. I was just giving you a shout out. It was scary logos, ugliest logos, worst videos, and now cheesiest PBS logos. You notice how a lot of the logos that you talk about are just like some of the most obscure ones too. And Mega Shadow also says, appreciate the shout out. Fire. Yes. Gotta support the homies. So sorry for rambling for the past 10 minutes. I know we have yet to get to the video, but I just had to let all this stuff off of my chest. We're going to just hop straight into the video, okay? I appreciate you guys for being here with me. Thank you so much. Let me make sure that it's at the top quality first. Oh, it only goes as high as 720? That's fair. That's fine. He did say something about how the outro actually has copyrighted music, so I'll be wary of that. And now, I'm going to mute the video by that point, but I'm still going to let it play till it's finished so that Mr. Directorate can get the watch time. And hopefully it'll push this video into YouTube's algorithm, and it'll hopefully get recommended to other people, because that's literally how YouTube's algorithm works nowadays. So anyway, let's get started. Make sure it's full volume. Here we go. So we're starting out with a skit. Nice Spider-Man set, by the way, too. He's clearly a big fan of Spider-Man. He's got a full-blown beard, too. We're all hairy. Nice. That's very cool, bro. Hopefully, me and Ian will actually meet in person one day. That's actually one of the things that I want to do, is to actually meet him in person one day. And we can, and hopefully we can make a vlog together.
It has been 5 years since the last top 10 video I uploaded. My main channel has reached 1,000 subscribers since then. I had originally planned to upload another top 10 video near the end of 2018, but
for the record, I just want to make sure, do you guys hear the video just fine? Or do you need like the volume up a little bit? Because the thing is in full screen for the record, so it's going to be impossible for me to read the chat for that reason. I just want to make sure that everybody can hear it just fine. A little louder? Okay, I'll put it up at like -5. -5 decibels should be appropriate. Also, shout out to Ultramac Productions, my friend Matt from high school with the 70,000K. Oh, that's awesome. Sky Villa says, "Hey y'all, the end screen does. Actual outro is good. Nice work," says Sky Villa. Thank you very much. You can play the outro. It's only after the closing logos where you should mute, because I use the instrumental for the Gunna song a little louder. Okay, yeah. So I put it at -5 decibels. It was originally at -10, so I brought it up by 5 decibels. So it should be fine now. All right, guys, let's do this. Oh, there it is. By the way, respect. My favorite skit. Respect.
it never materialized. Maybe I should finally finish that video as a way to celebrate my channel hitting 1K.
Still my favorite video from Ian with the top 10s and stuff.
Hey guys, it's Mr. Directorate here, and welcome to another top 10 video. PBS. That name sounds familiar to you, right? Oh boy, aren't we off to a great start. What can I say about this logo? Well, first off, let's just mention the really migrating music this logo has. It's just a repeating symphony that gradually gets louder and just goes on and on and on.
And remember, the last time I made a reaction to this video, I used a shitty computer, so the stream lagged out a lot.
Tractor? No, I'm not feeling this. I'm never gonna get this video done, man. It's been so long since I made a video like this. Who the hell's gonna care at this point? I
Bro,
should just stick to
sometimes
doing
that
music,
burnout
man.
really happens.
Like,
I feel that.
This is just a waste of my time.
Even though I love making videos, sometimes I get burned out myself. And I'm still working on the Devil May Cry 3 video as we speak, too. I'm actually very happy that a lot of people loved it. Before I continue the rest of this video, I just want to make sure that the volume is fine. Is it actually, like, is this actually better? Because, like I said, once I start playing the rest of this video when it's in full screen, like I said, it's going to be impossible for me to read the chat, because I don't use a second monitor, unfortunately. I just want to make sure everybody's cool. It's good? Okay. It's a good thing I also set the stream to low latency so that I could actually interact a little bit better with you guys. Alright. So here we go. Here we go. A new masterpiece from the man himself.
Wake up. It's been 5 years since the last top 10 video.
I can't believe it's been 5 years, man.
Doing?
Who's there?
Your
Nice Dr.
channel's
Doom
hit
plush, by the
1K
way.
Subs. You're letting your fans down. Ian!
Mega Shadow?
Yes, it's me. What's up, bro?
Oh my
Look,
god,
it's
Mega
been over
Shadow
2
looks
years
so
since,
grown
the
up.
last
Holy
actual
shit.
Video you uploaded, dude. Like, you've been so focused on me. So, like, what's going on, dude? Like, did you forget where you
Dude, you
started?
really, you grew up.
Face it, I'm never gonna get that video done. It's been way
I feel
too
like
long.
I've watched all y'all grow
I'm rusty.
up.
I've lost my touch.
You say that, but deep down, I know you still have it, dude. Like, your channel's only got big because what? Your top 10 videos. Like, look how many views you're getting. And you're just letting your fans down, and you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna sleep in. Like, dude, come on. Like, this is not the Ian I know.
You know what? You're right. Even if it might be one last time for old time's sake, there's no doubt people will gladly welcome me back. It's been long enough. My fans need me. I will finally finish this video, and I will make sure this comeback is bigger and better than ever.
There we go. That's the spirit.
That's the mindset every
Mr.
YouTuber
Directorate
should
is
have.
back.
Yes, Mr. Directorate. I'm so glad he's back to doing this. I love his music and all, but I'm actually glad that he's back into making video content again.
Hey everyone, it's Mr. Directorate here, and welcome to yet another Top 10 video. I know what you guys might be thinking. It's been 5 years! Where have you been? Look, y'all, I'm sorry. There was just a bunch of things that got in the way, then I lost motivation, but we're back, and I hope y'all are excited for this video. PBS, we're all familiar with that name, right? We know this channel for notably being a non-profit organization, and also being the home of various programs such as Nova, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Sesame Street, Arthur, Masterpiece.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood
A lot of the
and
shows
Sesame
this channel
Street are
produces
two of the
by stations
greatest
affiliated
educational
with
shows
PBS,
ever made.
which, of
I'm
course,
just gonna
have
put that
logos
out
of their
there.
own. A good portion of these logos could be considered as some of the most iconic logos in television history. And then there's
Yep.
just a bunch of other logos.
Yeah, this logo right here, WGBH, I remember, you know, being every time on weekends when I would spend time with my grandmother, I would always watch PBS programs, and the WGBH Boston logo would always be the same logo I would see at the end of every like PBS program. So this is one of the most. It's funny that most people consider it a scary logo, but to me, this logo is nostalgia city for me. Like, this actually brings me back to my childhood.
The most iconic logos in television history. And then there's just a bunch of other logos that just suck! Okay, maybe I shouldn't be
True.
too harsh. They are a non-profit organization after all. But I still gotta judge some of these logos for what they are. Today we'll be looking
True.
at the top 10 cheesiest PBS logos. We're talking bottom of the barrel. Atrocious scanimation, ugly color schemes, unreadable fonts, weird music. This video's got it all. Alright, enough talking. I'm sure
I
all
can't
y'all are
wait to
getting
see how
impatient.
much his
Let's just
editing
jump
style
right
has
into this
improved.
list, shall we? Oh yeah, by the way, we all agree that KUCB doesn't count, right? No? Well, too bad. It's not on this list. Moving on.
Yes. Oh,
It's been 7 years since the original Top 10 Scary Logos video. I think it's time we retired the Blue Mountain bit. He had a good
What?
run. Now,
wait. Oh my god, I was actually happy to see that, man. What the fuck? What you got for us now?
let's introduce the brand new entry transitions.
All right. I'm sorry to disrupt the flow of the video. All right. I'm gonna admit it. That new number transition you just did was actually pretty good. That that actually made me feel better. Okay. Take notes from this, Stars. Anchor Bay Company or NBC Universal. Take notes from that. You see how keep in mind, this is a guy who's working off of no money on this video. He changed this old transition from the Blue Mountain all the way to this. And he did that organically, his own animation. He created something new and unique, and it's creative on top of that. Stars, Anchor Bay Company, y'all actually need to take notes from that. Take fucking notes from that.
Oh boy, we're starting off this list pretty strong, aren't we? Is this supposed to be a logo for a weather channel in Minnesota or a PBS station in Minnesota? Because I can't tell. Why the weather theme? I'd understand if the shows they produced during this time were weather related, but if not, then this logo just seems random. Unless this is just Minnesota playing in on the stereotype that their state is all cold and snowy, then that's kinda clever, but I resist. The animation's a little rough, but it's actually pretty decent for the time. I rate it. The cheesiest part about this logo, however, probably has to be the music. Who the hell brought in a mariachi band? I mean, the music's catchy, but in the context of this logo, it just doesn't make sense. I think just having a nice
that's true.
theme would have worked better. It would be more fitting for the time. But no, they just had to go with the goddamn mariachi band, because a silly little synthesizer wasn't gonna be enough. Overall, some really odd choices were made, but this logo isn't nearly as bad as some of the next logos coming up on this list. So Minnesota, consider yourselves lucky with this one. Let's continue on to number 9.
Ian. Oh, that's cool. I love that. That was so cool. Bro, I'm going to say this right now. Ian makes the best top 10 logos videos. Like, his top 10 logo videos are the best. I absolutely love his top 10 logo videos. He's definitely... Like, if SC Media Works saw this, he would be proud. I'm completely serious. Like, he makes the best top 10 logos. Which is why, and this is one of the reasons why I've been pushing Ian to do it more often, because for one thing, it's one that his audience on his channel loves, and secondly, and he's also very good at articulating why these logos either suck or why they're good. I think he's better at articulating why the logos are bad, but otherwise he's very good at describing a logo, and he puts tons of personality into it, so it's not like all about stating the fact. Like, he adds like his own sense of humor into it, and it comes across as its own like exceptional, unique masterpiece. So yeah, great job so far.
If
What
this
the
is your
fuck?
alarm, you have to wake up to this every morning.
Right.
I feel so sorry for you. Like the previous logo,
It does sound like an alarm sound, actually.
Is
It
the
actually
cheesiest part
does.
about this logo, except it is 10 times more annoying than before. Loud, repeating, high-pitched synth tones do not make any logo better. The music is so repetitive and high-pitched that you actually get a ringing sound.
And there's
out of
no
it.
animation.
This is abysmal. This is literally a war crime against my eardrums. Visually, this logo is boring.
Yeah, that's
You have a
literally what I
teal
just said.
outline of the state of Idaho. In the background, you got some mountains, and then they just slapped a bunch of text over the logo and called it a day. They didn't even try. This logo is lifeless, and the music is super irritating, easily worse than the previous logo. Unfortunately, however, we're at number 9 so far, and things are only going to go more downhill from here.
Arkansas. Okay.
Good lord, man, this just reeks of 80s cheese. Where do I even start with this?
And then it overstays
Well,
its welcome,
let's start
too.
with the color scheme. Purple and gold, and some really dull-looking shades of these colors on top of that. I don't know, man. But
Yeah,
to me,
that's
these
not a
colors
good.
just
Yeah,
don't
that's
mesh
not a
well
good color
together.
mix at all.
I actually could have included this on my top 10 ugliest logos of video. This color scheme is not it. The shining effects feel really dated, and this animation has that weird thing going on where, for the most part, the animation feels pretty smooth, but there are a couple odd moments where it feels kind of choppy. Also, what is going on with this N? I get what they were trying to do. They wanted part of the N to be connected to the circle, but the way it just curves looks super gross. Also, was the copyright information
actually
really
kinda
that
does.
necessary? I feel like including that in there just clashes with the design more than anything. And let's not forget about the music.
Wait, what
The
did he
curves
say?
look super gross. Also, was the copyright information really that necessary? I feel like including that
No,
in
not
there just
really.
clashes with the design more than anything. And let's not forget about the music. My god, this just sounds cheap. Oh, but Mr. Directorate, technically the music is part of the original theme for the show Computer Chronicles. I don't care. Nobody's safe. If anything, that just comes off as lazy. Also, fun fact, they didn't even produce that show. So why is the music for this logo the end portion of a theme song to a show that they didn't even produce? That just boggles my mind. This logo's design is very cheesy.
Wow.
The confusing situation with the music is just baffling. But we still got a long way to go, so let's move on to number 7.
Wait. Before we move on to number 7, you know what that logo reminds me of? It actually, hold on a second. You know what it actually reminds me of? Hold on a second. No, hold on. I don't want anybody to see everything that's confidential on my OneDrive. I'm only gonna pull up the most important, the most pertinent things that I want to show. That is if I can even find it. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. I think I found. Yeah, I think this is it, right? Yeah. It is. Like, look at this. You want to know what this logo reminds me of? AETN. It looks like this. This was one of my created logos, ATA. It almost looks the same. I don't think that's the Roost heavy font they were using, but it's like very similarly, they were all like, you know, yellow colors and stuff. And I also have something I want to show you guys too, with regards to that, since we're on the topic of logos and stuff. Like I said, this is gonna be tough because I have to like meticulously search through all this shit, and my shit's not organized very well. Didn't I have like a whole like folder where I just like That's a shame. I can't even find my shit at all. Thought I had it on here, but can't seem to find it at all. And it sucked because these were some new logos that you know what I'm gonna do instead? What I can do is this. First of all, let me read the chat and see what's going on, because I know that there's some of you guys that are probably waiting for me to read what's going on. So, let's see. Mega Shadow says, I was 15 when we made the first collab. Now I'm 21. Are you serious? Wait, you're 21 as well, Ian? What the fuck? Yo, my homies. My homies are grown. Good lord. I'm actually really happy, man. I feel like I've watched these two grow up and shit. But at the same time, they've also been long-time fans of my content too. So it's just like, that's amazing. Ghost Crunchers says, I was never scared of WGBH. Neither was I, to be honest. I definitely wasn't afraid. Transitions, there's more than one. I've noticed that. You've created so many of them. I was worried. I thought you were going to be pissed. No, it's really good. It's true that. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm serious. Those transitions that you made are so cool. I'm dead serious. It easily made up for removing the iconic Blue Mountain. Easily made up for it. Just wait for the commercial break, says Mega Shadow. Oh, God. The next list is going to be a little different, but I won't say too much for now. Ooh, I'm actually excited about that one. 8387. It does. I just turned 21 last Friday. Sky Villa says, well, maybe I just turned 31. Oh, and by the way, happy belated Mega Shadow. Oh, that was actually a response to your thoughts on WGBH. I'm still 20. Oh, the fact that that WGBH is memorable for me. Yeah, I meant that. But if you guys want to see, a better version of this logo right here, AETN, with the ugly purple colors, whatever it is like, yeah, look at that. It's ugly, right? I'm gonna show you a logo that I actually did a while ago. It was a logo that I animated a while ago. Trying to see if it's here. Here we go. I found it. Hold on. I'm gonna actually see if I can switch the Windows capture over real quick. If it'll let me, for Christ's sakes. I don't think it's gonna let me. Oh, pardon me, that was rude. I'm sorry. That was a shame. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll just do this. I forgot Google Chrome can actually do this. Watch this. Here we go. You guys want to see it? You guys want to see a much better version of that logo? Here's a logo that I animated a while ago. Like, I want you to look at this, right? So, and this is coming from someone who's designed logos for years. So, first of all, if you want to know what program I use, After Effects and Premiere. So you see how this one's purple? Purple does not align with gold too much. It looks very ugly. It looks like if they're gonna go with a purple setting, they should stick around with the violet color scheme rather than doing the complete opposite and going into more like a yellow green kind of color scheme and stuff. It doesn't really mesh well. Like, you see how right here, you know, it's yellow and then there's some shades of black and all that stuff. There's some lighter grays and all that stuff. It's like, it's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing on the eyes when you see it. You know what I mean? Like, it maintains the golden color scheme. It kind of has like a bit of a daylight light setting. So that's why everything kind of has like a daylight setting when you look at it. So it's like, when you have a logo where the colors are pleasing on the eyes, it makes it a lot easier to look at. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of the idea that I was going with when animating this logo. This one on the other hand just didn't really, it just seemed like they just didn't give a shit. They just threw whatever they thought worked. Sorry I had to be a critic for a second. Sorry I had to be such a critic for a second. Let me read the chat real quick before we resume the video. So Mr. Directorate says, if AETN was badass. Oh, you thought that logo was badass? Thank you. Ghost Cruncher says that was awesome. Thank you. Sky Villa also says, you see, gold is better, but not with the purple. Yeah, exactly. That was the point I was trying to make. Like, it's like mix and matching colors isn't necessarily a bad thing depending on what art you're trying to do. But if you're trying to make a logo that's aesthetically pleasing, you got to make sure it's, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not very well educated on color theory, but what I do know is that if you're trying to make a logo, you don't want the colors to be all over the place. And if you do want to go in that direction, it depends on the theme of the logo. But generally, if you're making a logo like this, you want the colors to be as consistent and as pleasing on the eyes as much as possible, so that when people look at it, they don't go, ugh, oh, that doesn't look good at all. You know, that's the one thing that I've learned over the years being a graphic designer and all that.
7. Oh, okay, this one isn't so bad. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. It got so much louder. And my ears are bleeding. Why is it that both of the logos that I have on this list that have mountains in the background just so happen to have some of the most ear-grating music I've ever heard in my life? Like, this logo has no sense of volume balancing whatsoever. It starts off fine, but then as it keeps going, my ears feel like they want to leave my body.
I guarantee you that if the music wasn't like that, this logo wouldn't be so bad.
I'm out. On the other hand, the animation for this logo is pretty decent. It's just your typical 80s style logo with some flashy effects. With some
it's like if this was the logo right here, without the bad music, I actually wouldn't mind it so much.
Just chroma keyed over the mountain footage, which just feels cheap. But yeah, the music just completely destroys this logo's potential. It's like trying to be all dreamy, but instead, it just murders my eardrums. I wonder how many people in Salt Lake City had to have their ears sacrificed whenever this logo appeared on TV, because this logo's music is a menace
I guess
to
you could say they were some very salty people, am I right?
The animation may be a standard for its time, but the music is a completely different
Sorry, that was a
story,
bad pun. I apologize. Yo, these animations are dope. Oh God, not KLRN Texas again.
Well, what do we have here? Looks like someone decided to come back for more. This is the first
I know,
time
right?
few logos on
It's not
this
even the
list
first time we've
I've
seen it.
past. This one in particular, first appearing in my ugliest logos video.
And that's one of my favorite ones too.
Too harsh on this logo, but
I actually find myself repeatedly watching that video from time to time.
Not really much of an update from before. And because of this, I will actually be passing this one off to someone else so that I'm not just repeating myself and you're just listening to me ramble on about this logo again. So take it away.
Hello, my name is Matt, but more commonly known as Ultramac Productions here on YouTube. Right off the bat, we've got some funky video game-esque music that I personally do not like, but the graphics that accompany the letters forming is pretty cool. The weird background looks like something that was generated by a computer, and the coloring is really weird. The coloration is the same as the pus that's oozing out of an infected scab I have on my finger, with some additional orangey purple at the bottom. Overall, I really want to give this logo a 3 out of 5, but the music throws me off too much, so I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5.
Thank you, Ultramac, for talking about this cheesy logo. Also, before we move on from here, I just wanted to bring something up. I don't know if this is just me, but hear me out. The last synth note in the music, to me, kind of sounds like someone saying trees. Look, you guys can call me crazy all you want, okay? But that's what I hear. I'm sure there has to be someone out there that agrees with me.
It reminds me of
anyway,
asymmetrical.
So
Eggs are
all right,
metrical.
Everyone, we're halfway through this list. You know what that means?
Commercial break.
Commercial break.
Yep.
Seriously, I don't know why I keep letting these people advertise on my programs. It's a contract thing. We're obligated to show them. It's complicated.
Oh God,
Anyway,
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see this. Commercial break. I can't wait to see this.
This program is brought to you apart by these manufacturers. From the makers of the paper mirror, the liquid mirror, and the invisible mirror, introducing the newest member of the mirror family, the cardboard mirror. Following the success of our other products, we decided to make a new mirror out of cardboard. We see this as a successor to the paper mirror, and we guarantee it works better than ever. Just hear what our customers have to say. Alright, you know what? This has gone on for too long. This is literally a scam. You took a piece of cardboard and you're trying to sell it off as a mirror. I want to talk to the person that's responsible for these products. I'm sick of it.
Oops. I forgot.
What the fuck? Order now! Are you tired of not knowing?
Oh my God. Okay. Whew. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Oh God. Hold on. Oh, I'm actually tearing up. Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. This guy actually, it's like this. Ian is such a talented person. Like he's able to, he's able to rap. Like he can be doing music. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like I'm not a big fan of the lyrical content of his music, but it's like he's so creative, and the fact that he does this all by himself is what I respect about him. And I'm definitely a fan of his music, and just how they sound. As far as his videos and stuff, I mean, clearly you can tell I love them. But Ian is a creative genius, and he probably doesn't even know how gifted he really is. Like, how many people can balance between being a rapper, making YouTube content, and being a comedian all at once? There's not many people I know personally who can balance all of that. But no, seriously though, that was hilarious.
Knowing how to play that decade-old keyboard you have? No. Do you need a simpler instrument in your life instead of using a complicated program like FL Studio? No, I actually like using this program. Well, we have the solution just for you. This thing that definitely isn't just a lid for a metal pot. This instrument is definitely not what you think it is. You take the instrument, put it...
Hold on a second. This thing that definitely isn't just the lid of a metal pot.
It's a lid for a metal pot. This instrument is definitely not what you think it is. You take the instrument, put it under a running sink faucet with some warm water, then rub your hand over the knob. It'll make this really funny noise. Don't just take our word for it. Listen to what another satisfied customer had to say.
Family killed by tigers.
Oh my god, what are you doing? I just cleaned the dishes.
Shut up, Shruti! Nobody asked you!
Okay then. This thing that definitely isn't just a lid for a metal pot. Order now! Remember the iPhone 69s Plus? Well, step aside, pair. This is the brand new Galactic K25 Plus Ultra from Samsung. This phone is for the real one.
Fuck out of here!
Unlike those that bought an iPhone to pair. Why make 69
I'm a Samsung Galaxy user myself.
120 different variations of the same thing. With this new model, we decided to move all the buttons to the right side, so now it's completely inconvenient and uncomfortable for everybody.
Hell.
We also decided to get rid of the LED light that pops on when you charge your phone or receive notifications, because we spent the entire budget on expanding the screen and also on our brand new Ultra 4K 60 FPS HD cameras. Yeah, you thought the iPhone 69s Plus was the only phone that had 3 cameras on the back? Well, guess what? We got 3 cameras too, bitch. We made it easier than ever to catch anybody down bad lacking. This is what a happy customer had to say about our product. The new Galactic K25 Plus Ultra.
Are we gonna see Nation Farm?
We suck, because you suck too. Order now! We now return to your
Oh,
program.
damn.
I so
No, that was great. That was
understand why
great.
We can't just get actual sponsors for this program. These commercials are literally the worst thing. Oh, we're back? They didn't cancel us? Oh, thank God. Okay. Welcome back to Mr. Directorate's Top 10 Cheesiest PBS Logos. Hopefully they didn't send us a cease and desist yet. We'll be looking at the next 4 logos on our list, then a showcase of the honorable mentions, followed by a quick recap, and finally ending it off with the #1 cheesiest PBS logo of all time. Let's get right to it.
But before we do, let me look at the chat. Oh, good lord. Those guys were fucking hilarious, dude. I swear to God. They were... Bro, I found myself crying. Alright, let me see. Not much of a logo enthusiast, but my God, these logos are ugly as shit. Fair. Me neither. Same with music theory, but I still make beats. That's good. The logo's so loud. Oh, freaking ears. Really, the ugliest logos video is my least favorite. I felt like I rushed it just to get something out. Oh no, I didn't feel rushed at all. Wait, I've seen this logo before. That's why I saw your video about this long ago. KLRN. LOL. Oh no. Oh, the commercials. The Mega Shadow Multiverse enters the chat. Why can't these people stop making fake mirrors? LMAO, I'm crying. Also, by the way, Alwyn. Is that how you pronounce his name? Alwyn or Alwyn? Something like that? Was in all of the commercials because he basically helped co-write them with me. You and Mega Shadow are a tag team. Like, you and him are like the Hardy Boys. An absolute tag team. No, actually, a better description would be you guys are like Edge and Christian. You guys are literally like Edge and Christian. Wow, that's it. And here we go with PBS. Facts. Yes, straight facts. Yeah, it's even worse than the rip-off logos. Fair. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna continue the video, guys. Here we go. Massive points. Massive points. Massive points. The best transition ever. I love this homage to the Viacom V of Steel. Very good job, Ian. And the animation is so on point. Well, maybe not exactly on par with the original animation considering it was 3D, but this is so damn close. This is really close. Love this homage. Wait. Huh? Can I see that again? Okay, so the fuck? And it's green too on a blue background? But I actually don't know what to say. Let's hear what Ian has to say first. I'm curious.
Alright, now we're really getting into some shit. This one is rather
You're telling me.
Community, as it is a prime example of why you shouldn't put dark blue and lime green together.
Exact. That's literally what I just said.
There are multiple other reasons as to why this logo is cheesy. The music isn't necessarily bad. It's actually pretty groovy, but for the time, it kind of felt out of place as this was during the era where the trend of disco was starting to die off. That's like the only positive thing I have to say about this logo, though. On the other hand, visually, this logo is horrendous. The animation feels super cheap and rough around the edges, and the end result just looks really ugly.
Exactly. I didn't mind the music. It was just how it looked.
Name looks as if
and the
someone
animation. I was just like,
green glow stick liquid or toxic waste over it. This is just grim. Also, the sparkle on top of the SC just feels really tacky and unnecessary. This is like the result.
It is actually superfluous.
And they make this logo, and
then you realize
that the company has to use it because you don't want to make your kids sad if they don't. Okay, clearly I'm over exaggerating, but you get my point. This logo sucks. It has a bad color scheme, poor animated effects, and music that, while decent, just didn't fit the era. Just be lucky that you're at number 5 South Carolina. We're really about to hit the threshold of hell with these next few.
Oh god. I can't wait to see this. The Mass Bureau, or the Bureau of Mass Communications.
This logo is off the goddamn charts. Who approved of this? First off, the company's name is long
he said it. He actually said it. This logo is off the goddamn charts. Who approved of this? That's like his catchphrase. He said, I've noticed he said that in like almost every logo video that he's done. This logo is way off the goddamn charts, or this logo is off the goddamn charts. Who approved of this? That's literally like his catchphrase. I've noticed that he said that in almost every video. But it really is. It's like, it's on a black background. The animation is pretty messy. It's horrendous on the eyes. And the music, if you can even call it music, is pretty corny.
This logo is off the goddamn charts. Who approved of this? First off, the company's name is long as hell. I mean, good lord. Was there really no way to shorten it? You just had to stick to this long-ass name. You couldn't try to mash the two together or just come up with something else. Secondly, this logo has some really cheesy scanimation. I get what they were trying to do with the whole film reel concept, but it's definitely not going to be easy for people to figure out what this logo is trying to convey at first glance. Also, they were just having a field day animating this warping text. They were doing all the things that you shouldn't do with scanimate. Just not nearly as awful as what's about to come up later on this list. The color scheme is typical for a logo from this time period. Obviously not as bad as the previous logo, but you definitely won't see a modern logo rocking a color scheme like this, that's for sure. And last but certainly not least, the music. Oh my god, this has to be some of the most annoying and cheapest sounding synth music
That's literally what I just said. It's like the music is corny.
All fun and cheery, but I'm pretty sure if I trapped somebody in a room and I played this on loop and they couldn't escape, this music would quickly turn into a torturing device. It's like the composer of this logo found a random synthesizer that someone threw away outside of their faculties and decided to use it for this logo without having any prior knowledge as to how to use it. I'd like to imagine this is how that scenario went. Hey man, look what I found! Whoa, is that a synthesizer? Yeah, we should use it for our brand new fancy logo. Alright, let's try it out. Play us something. Okay. Oh
Oh God! Please make it stop!
All right, maybe that was a bit dramatic.
This
but
is
I feel like that's probably how it went down.
literally the
Bottom of
reason
line,
why
this logo is dreadful.
why Mr.
It has
Directorate
some
is
really
the
cheesy
GOAT
music
of top
and
10
utilized
logo
some
videos.
animated effects that might have been ahead of their time, but they also end up being a product of that era at the same time. It's just a really weird and annoying logo. Now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to the terrible 2s. Or rather, the terrible 3s in this case.
Uh-oh. Ugh. You referenced that logo? Oh no! Oh no! KWSU.
Holy mother of God in heavens, what the hell is this logo? This list is really just turning into Scatimation madness. I mean,
This logo,
seriously.
man.
I don't care if it's possibly only appeared on one logo. It still counts. KWSU is another returning logo on this list, although I feel like most of y'all wouldn't have known that because I didn't actually talk about this logo. That's because this was previously an honorable mention in my top 10 scary logos video, and I only briefly talked about it. Although, to be fair, it should have been on the actual list. MTM had absolutely no business being on that list at all. That logo just isn't scary. Anyway, let's talk about this dumpster fire. If I had to describe this logo in one word...
Even I can agree with that.
Let's see. Oh yeah, bad. This font is awful. The name of the station is KWSU, but the font they used makes it look like it says CWSU.
It does look like a C. It also kind of looks like Pac-Man, too. Like, oh, he's like opening, like spreading his mouth wide open, trying to eat the letters, but he just can't, he just can't, like, fit it inside of his mouth. That's what it looks like.
Or CUSU. Can you even carve out a K? Also, yes, the Scanimate effects are really cheesy, but what the hell is up with this trail effect? It's just in the way. It's sloppily placed on top of everything else. It looks like a bunch of blue goop somehow got on
looks
the
like a drug
videotape
trip, if
and it's just
anything.
seeping into it.
It definitely
Also,
looks more
let's
like
not
a drug
forget,
trip.
Neon pink and blue on a black background. Great color scheme, guys. It definitely doesn't just make me want to rip my eyeballs out of my head. By the way, the music sounds like something out of an Atari game. It's trying to be all hip and cool, but instead it just sounds like someone pressing a bunch of random keys on a synthesizer while they're having a stroke. Terrible animation, a color scheme that's hard on the eyes, a completely unreadable font, ear-gritting music. This one's got it all. This is truly the definition.
It sounds
of a
like a
bad
digitized
logo.
zombie.
It somehow managed to slip under the radar and got all pretty lucky digitized. Unfortunately, I couldn't let it slide this time, and it was probably for the best. Speaking of unreadable fonts...
Oh no, the Closet Killer reference. Oh god, not this logo again. This was the logo that made #1 on his ugliest logos video.
Man, this logo just never fails to rank highly on these lists. The last time I reviewed this logo, I said it was the ugliest logo I've ever seen. And that kind of still applies here. In my top 10 ugliest logos video, I made a couple points about this logo that just didn't really make sense, such as comparing it to the logo UNC TV used after this and saying that one was just as bad but also not as bad at the same time. Yeah, I don't really know what I was thinking there. Anyway, my opinion on this logo hasn't really changed all that much. I still think it's pretty ugly and just really cheesy all around. So instead of having to repeat myself, I'm going to pass the mic off to someone else for this one. Give it up for them.
Hello, it's Larry the Lone Wolf again. I'm happy to be here. My voice. It's been a while since I collaborated with my friend Mr. Directorate, especially on a logo video. So to congratulate him for getting 1,000 subscribers, I agreed to critique a logo that he hates, and I'm happy to tear it apart. UNC TV from 1971. Wow. I love it when a logo tries to be original but ends up looking like a bad art project. As a graphic designer, you need to create a logo that's distinctive, inventive, and reflects your brand in a classy yet artistic way. UNC goes TV, back to what I said sadly, earlier, fails at that. To put it simply, the font looks ugly. It looks like someone was trying to make their own font, but it looks like a discombobulated snake. Whoever created this font, do better. The music? I don't know. It sounds like it should be a theme for a family-friendly studio, like Family Home Entertainment, but that's just me. Also, this one really annoys me. Why does the word presents look like it has a J at the end? I have no idea what they were thinking. Honestly, this really puzzles me. Why is there a J at the end? That looks stupid. Did anyone check this before they... You know what? Never mind. The animation is actually decent for a logo made in the early 70s,
but the overall design is a disaster. The colors are boring, the music is bland, the font is ugly, and it's on a black background. How nice, right? Do you realize that a team of people sat at a table, had a discussion, and came up with this, and they were like, huh, this works. What a wonderful piece of art we made to represent our TV studio. Well done, guys. Whoever made this should be embarrassed. If you're watching this, I have one tip. Do better.
Thank you, Larry, for taking over my leadership for a moment. After taking a look at these logos, you could say that these last few have been particularly
That was awesome.
bad. But what if I told you there was a PBS logo that is even worse than what we just
I actually got to
saw?
clip that whole
Well,
section.
There's only one way to find out. But before we get to the #1 cheesiest PBS logo of all time, let's take a look at some honorable mentions.
Before we do that, let me look at the chat. Oh man, that part was actually awesome. Number 2, that was awesome. I'm actually really happy at how that turned out. It turned out so much. If anything, I would argue that my appearance in this video was far, far better than the top 10 worst logos, because when I did that video, I did that without a script. So a lot of the times, a lot of the things I was saying on that video was largely repetitive. Like I would essentially like repeat the same things over and over again. Sometimes I would stumble over my sentences and stuff. And this is not even just it wasn't just not only the issue of not having a script. This is just naturally how my speech pattern is. Like my speech pattern is so flawed. Like I've always had like issues talking and stuff. It's largely the reason why I'm scripting my videos a lot more nowadays, because it's like I can write out my thoughts, but it's like when I'm off the cuff, I tend to stumble a lot. You know, I've been in speech therapy for 11 years. That's how bad my speech pattern is. And even now as an adult, like I'm 24 years old, I still have that issue where if I'm doing something unscripted, it's like my speech pattern is so limited. It's so repetitive. It's tedious. It's like repetitive is probably the best way. Even now you can kind of hear it. So it's like I liked my appearance on there, but I think my appearance on here was far better because I actually like scripted this out. I premeditated the whole thing, and it's largely how a lot of my videos are done now. Like I tend to, you know, script them out. Sometimes I'll just throw in something naturally, like if I feel like there's something that I wrote in the script that I don't think aligns with how I would actually say it or whatever. But a majority of the time, I just script out what I say just to avoid fucking up when I'm talking all the time. So I've always had this issue. I mean, you probably are going to learn something about me after all. I am under the autism spectrum. I have HFA, high functioning autism. It doesn't necessarily affect your intelligence, but it does affect the way you perceive. It does also affect your speech pattern, which it can be helped. But it's something that stays with you. But we're not here to talk about that. Less about me, more about the video. But I just figured I'd say that just so that you guys have a better understanding of why looking back at my appearance on the top 10 worst logos video, I wasn't really like a big fan of it, because like I said, that was during a time where I did not script any of my videos at all. And then as I got older, I realized that it's actually very crucial because it avoids stumbles and it's very easier for the editor too. So real quick, we're gonna take a look at the chat and see what's going on. All right, I'm pretty sure there was a lot going on here. Yeah, oh my god, Jesus Christ. Everybody's going nuts in the chat. Slow down. Anyway, why is it green? Shane Dawson. But why is it green, especially blue? I don't know, man. Ghost Cruncher says, someone listened to the master tape of the jingle and thought, "Yup, that's perfect for our logo." That's true. More like this logo is off the chains, completely super cheesy. What's wrong with the ITC logo? Only the... What's wrong with the ITC logo? Let's look that up real quick. No, not all the ITC logos were bad. There was one version of it that I didn't like. I think it was this one. I hate to say it to anyone that likes this logo. I don't like it. This giant, I think it looks like a giant ribbon or like a string of like fucking rubber bands together, looking like a space atom. It's like you got that spinning around and then the music is bombastic. It sounds better. It sounds better than most logos that I've come across because it has an actual melody. But I don't know. I just don't like this logo. I'm gonna be honest with you. Consider this a hot take, because I'm sure there's people that like this logo, but I'm just not one of them. Not at least this one. At least that ITC logo. I don't like that one. Yeah, there's people in there who say that they love it, and that's cool, but I don't like it. Maybe it's because of the fact that it creeped me out at one point because of how big this fucking thing is. But I don't know. I'm just not really feeling it. It's kind of, and I kind of hate the fact that I feel that way about this logo because it brings back some nostalgia for some people, but I don't know. So I'm sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings, but it's just my opinion, and at least I gave my reasons. All right. Oh yeah, the Pac-Man C. Can you even call this a K? No. It's not a K, dude. It's not a K. Looks like a C, or it looks like Pac-Man. Not KWSU. Really, this logo again. Looks like an LSD trip. Numero dos, or what? I'm not sure what the hell he's saying. Skyvilla says, "Man, I've seen this logo before. Seen this." Watching logo intro bloopers. Logo intro bloopers. There we go. Sorry. Ghost Cruncher says Green Goblin, the logo. Oh no, not UNC again. I also have autism. Oh really? Do you? I'm curious. Do you know which one you have specifically? Like I said, the one that. Yeah, the one I have is HFA. HFA, hold on a second. Here it is. High functioning autism. Yeah, that I'm not sure if that's the same one you have, but yeah, that's typically what I have, so. But like I said, I don't want to go too much into detail about myself like that, but whatever. You think you're on the lower spectrum? I took regular classes in school. Oh, okay. I was just curious. I had to do remedial. So, kind of had it really hard. I always had so much difficulties focusing on school when I was a kid, even in high school. So, I had a ton of issues with it. One of the things about autism, and specifically for me, is the struggle to focus and stuff, and the social challenges that come with it. But not to go off topic, let's finish this. Hold on. Why is the color of the background shit? Like, that's the one thing that immediately caught my attention. Why is it the color of shit? And it's red, and then the South Carolina wording is almost very similar to the background, just brighter. What the fuck? I don't know.
This is PBS.
Wow. PBS themselves. Look at that. public broadcasting service. Just 3 boring texts with different colors on a black background. Yeah, this is visually pleasing. Bro, there's there's logos from the 30s. From the 30s, the 1930s, that looks way better than this.
The Public Broadcasting Service.
Why the fuck is that timer there? Excuse my language, but that thing is actually annoying. If not for that, I would have looked at this logo and said, oh, this was from 1978? Well, it's got vector graphics, which is ambitious for its time, even though it would be outdated by today's standards. But that fucking timer, like a bomb is about to go off, I'm like, why? That actually really aggravated me. And that's another thing that you probably have noticed about me. Certain things actually trigger me. Like, certain noises trigger me. So. Oh, great. A WGBH ripoff. With the ugliest font ever.
The main public broadcasting network.
And now here's a quick recap of what you just watched.
Yeah. Well, the last logo I saw had the ugliest font, and it was literally a ripoff of WGBH Boston. Cause look at it, it had the same. Look at it. Tell me this is not a WGBH ripoff. That's almost the same color and glow as it, but less good.
A production of the main public broadcasting network.
It's about as ugly as the Children's Television Workshop snake.
And now here's a quick recap of what you just watched.
Okay.
Number 10, the Weather Channel in Minnesota with background music performed by a mariachi band. Number 9, the next worst thing since the iPhone radar alarm. Number 8, this logo is actually so cheesy that I can't even think of anything to say about it. Number 7, this logo made my ears bleed. Number 6, this is probably what it looks like when you take acid while on the beach. Number 5, someone spilled green glow stick liquid all over this logo. Number 4, the most annoying music and the longest company name in the history of ass. Number 3, I bet the people that made this logo were to type to snort weed. And number 2, what was previously known in my opinion as the number 1 ugliest logo ever. And the honorable mentions were, number 1, 2 South Carolina logos for the price of 1. Nice. Or wait, is that a good thing? Number 2, okay, actually this one's just kind of funny. Number 3, the most generic logo in the world. Number 4, we used our test card as our logo. Trust me, we definitely weren't just being lazy. And finally, number 5, WGBH Boston's long-lost cousin from Maine.
That's literally what I just said! Bro! That's literally what I just said! That's literally what I just said! That it's literally a ripoff of WGBH Boston. I'm actually really glad that my analysis wasn't... I'm actually glad that my analysis wasn't far off from his own analysis. We both agreed on that.
Ugh, what is that? Do you smell something?
Uh-oh.
It smells like an overabundance of cheese?
Oh no, not the BND. Uh-oh.
In the Delaware.
Oh no!
Channel 12.
Not this one! No! The Philadelphia WHYY logo from the 1980s.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night.
For the record, for those of you who don't know, me and Mr. Directorate and Mega Shadow are all residents from Philadelphia. Yes, Philadelphia is where we live. And I can't believe that we are responsible for having the worst public broadcasting service logo of all time. And I hate to say it, I agree with him. Like, I remember when I first saw that logo.
Okay. There is only one word that I have on my mind right now.
Cheese.
What? Look, I know throughout this video we've been joking around about how bad and
Steve
cheesy
Austin
these
would be
logos
proud.
are and that they're the bane of my existence or whatever. But forget all that shit we just talked about.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but this logo. It feels like a ripoff of Super Video. It's like they took the worst aspects of that logo and just like amplified it from a 10 to an 11. That's what this logo feels like. It literally feels like a more amplified and more fucked up version of Super Video.
This has to be one of the worst logos I have ever come across. This logo actually sucks. Take all the worst things about KWSU and UNC TV and morph them together. This is what you're gonna get.
Throw in Super Video, and there you go.
Copious amounts of video feedback is basically like the saturated fats of this logo. What numbnuts thought adding such excessive trail effects was a good idea? You have to wonder what this logo looked like before they added all this obnoxious effects to it. It was probably just a sad little logo on a black background. And honestly, perhaps they were better off just keeping it that way. This is a literal eyesore to look at, and it might even trigger someone to have a seizure attack. How was this approved? The standards must have been really low for this to even see the light of day. On the other hand, the music isn't terrible, but it is the typical 80s cheese you would expect for a logo like this. Also, I feel bad for the announcer, because he probably didn't know his voiceover was going to be used for this abomination. At least the font is readable, but I think they only did that to compensate for how much of a train wreck the rest of the logo is.
It's an eyesore, dude.
The worst part is? WHYY is my local PBS station.
Yeah.
I know they specifically say Delaware in this item, but they also serve Philly. That's my city. So the fact that
same
this logo
here.
comes from a PBS station based in my hometown,
and Wilmington, and it says Wilmington, which is in Delaware, and that's literally like up to like 30 to 40 minutes. That's like a 30-minute car ride from Philly. So that's why they work in conjunction, because Wilmington and Philadelphia are very close to each other.
At the top of my list and said it's actually one of the worst logos I've ever seen really says something. I mean, I definitely want to put this over FADYO or the Video Bancorp or even LA Hero.
Oh no. Don't you ever bring up FADYO ever again. That logo fucking sucks. That logo fucking sucks.
By the way, that was a completely missed opportunity for me to include that in my top 10 worst logos video, but to be fair, I didn't know about its existence at that time. Anyway, in my opinion, this is definitely the cheesiest PBS logo and also one of the worst logos of all time, without question. Lesson learned, if you ever want to make a logo, this is not how you do it. My work here is done. Enough said. Well, there you have it. Just like that, we've already reached the end of the video. If you stuck around for this long, let me just say thank you so much for watching. This video took so long for me to get done. It has been such a hassle for me to do. And you can tell considering the fact that it took me over 5 years to finish, which I deeply apologize for that. I was having a creative block while originally writing the script for this video back in 2016.
It took you 5 years? Wait. Are you serious? It took you 5 years?
Just focus on making music, and then things in my personal life got in the way. But I'm glad that I finally got this video out. It wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for all of you. I want to give a huge shout out to Mega Shadow, Larry the Lone Wolf, Ultraman Productions, and whoever else I end up getting in this video after I record this for helping me out with this. For those I didn't name, I'll put your names up on the screen while editing.
Demetrius Sky, I remember him.
Plus I needed help with some ideas, so I tried to get as many people as I could involved with this. Also, once again, thank you all so much for getting this channel to 1,000 subscribers. That is insane. I love the support y'all have given this channel for years, and I can't thank y'all enough. I got more big things coming up this year, mainly with music, but I've already been thinking about another idea for a top 10 list, but I won't say too much in case it ends up falling through, so no promises. Anyway, thank y'all for watching.
It better not fall through.
Like,
you better make
comment,
that fucking video.
Share, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I upload.
Stop pissing. I'm gonna be a tough dad right now. Don't stop pissing and moaning, all right, behind your fucking computer screen and actually get to work. Be fucking productive. That same drive that you use when you're working on your music, if you have an idea for a video and you actually believe in the concept, fucking do it. I don't want to hear any excuses. I'm done with the fucking excuse. Honestly, I'm at a point in my life where I'm actually in a much better place than I was before. I'm tired of hearing people pissing and moaning that they can't do this or they can't do that. I'm like, yes, the fuck you can, but if you keep telling yourself that, you're only cheating yourself. All right? So if you have an idea and you believe in the concept, fucking do it. I don't want to hear no excuses. Stop bitching and moaning behind your computer screen. You can do this. I'm sorry I had to be so tough, but I only do it because I care.
YouTube doesn't push it to you, you don't miss it. And this is Mr. Directorate signing off. Have a good night, everybody.
Good. He did warn me about the copyright music at the end, so I anticipated and muted it. I'm making sure that he gets the full watch time so that way it'll go into YouTube's algorithm more, and then hopefully it'll spread out to other people who are interested in knowing more about logos. All right, we're good. That was amazing. That it's gonna get a like. All right, it's definitely going to get a like. I don't even know what to say, to me. I actually don't even know what to say. This video was just... Let me see what I can use here. I literally don't know what to say. It was just like... No, I know what I'm gonna say. Hold on a second. I actually got an idea. Watch this. I'm gonna let this man right here sum up my opinion of Mr. Directorate.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
What the fuck? What is that? Alright, I actually gotta watch that. I'll come back to that in a second. I don't know what that is. There you go. Left that there. Yeah, that was amazing. In fact, let me make sure that I also save that on my favorites too. He's getting massively rewarded for that. So there you go. All right, I'm gonna look at the chat real quick. Here we go. Oh my God, what the fuck? Hold on a second. I used to talk to myself all the time in school and just in public in general. Now it's just when I'm at home. Oh, you talk to yourself as well? I probably shouldn't have admitted that on stream, but wow. I guess we really are like, holy shit. Anyway, The fucking KV logo gets me every time. It does. It actually was kind of funny. LMAO, they legit used their test card as their logo. Was that timer ever seen on TV? If so, why is it even there? I'm not sure. I mean, it's creative, but come on. You could have just made an actual logo. Really? PBS themselves? Yes. KCSM, this logo looks like it's a countdown. LMAO, I'm dying. I don't know what he was dying to. I think it was when I was ripping apart the San Francisco logo. I actually moved from Philly to West Palm Beach, Florida 2 years ago. Oh wait, you live in Florida now? I actually didn't even know you moved. Oh shit. That's probably the reason how come I never saw Mega Shadow in why he wasn't like actually like on camera in person with Ian. Now it actually damn. I hope you're having a good time down there still though anyway. WHYY. Why? But yeah, I'm still a Philadelphian at heart. As you should. I should have made comparisons to Super Video while writing the script. That's fine. At least I pointed it out. And WHYY12. That's the point. I'm trying to make the WHYY logo isn't as bad as those three. I'm really gonna say this logo is 10 out of 1. 10 out of 1. And I still can't believe they stole the Super Video logo. That's 10 out of 1. The FADYO logo is beautifully bad. And the LA Zero logo is just bad. Is the LA Zero logo really that bad? Is it really that bad? Yes, I started writing this video in November 2018. I rewrote it in February. Oh wow, bro, my laptop is a fucking potato. It took me months to complete this video. Better get yourself a new one. You know, if you can. LA Hero, really. That's why he's the GOAT. Well, I'm already making videos, so I don't have no excuses. Damn, you still use your favorites playlist from back in the day? Yeah. Cause my the like videos playlist overfills, so I sometimes have to put some of them in the favorites so that the like playlist doesn't overflow. And that's when you know I also really like a video that much if I do that. If you're gonna call me a dinosaur, that's fine by me. That's fine by me. It looks like a PS1 intro. But yeah, you said it looks like a PS1 intro. Like, I'm actually really curious. Is it really that bad? I actually want to see this. Let's see. This is the worst logo ever. It can't. All right, I'm actually curious. I'm struggling to get the words out. That's actually what's pissing me off. I need to see this one more time. Oh my god. I actually need to process that one. Let's just say that I may have a future idea for another top 10 video. I may go back to when I did the top 10 worst logos and I may do another one. I mean, it'll be tough to do that now, considering the kind of content that I'm making on my channel. But who knows? I'll probably be making another worst logos video in the future. This time a bit of a newer version. This time with a much more mature and broader perspective. And all I'm gonna say is right now, I will see you there. I will see you there. But you see, this logo is so bad, I can't even comment on it right now. I actually need a second to process that. It's one of the only times where I got too curious and I shouldn't have been like that. That's my fault. And the worst part about it is that here's the worst thing. I can't unsee that. That's the worst part. I cannot unsee that. And hold on a second. I'm looking at the chat. He says missed opportunity to put in the worst loaded video. Andy's gone. I'm sorry I had to leave. But you want to know why I left? I had to use the bathroom. I had to piss my brains out because this logo just oh my god. That was by far just one of the most that was one of the most atrocious things I had ever seen in my entire life. I can't believe someone actually thought this was good. Someone actually thought this was good. This is probably somebody who probably looks at himself in the mirror and says, "You're a 10 out of 10." Like, bro, that actually made me sick. I need some gummy bears. I need some gummy bears. I need some gummy worms. I need some potato chips. I need some water. I need anything to quench my hunger and thirst after watching that fucking atrocity. What the fuck? Shit was so fucking god awful. What the hell was that? It was not good. It was not good at all. I shouldn't have gotten too curious. I'm gonna be honest with you. I shouldn't have got too curious. That was awful. You know what I mean? That was like, that was bottom of the barrel. I mean, what the fuck? That was like, just completely fucking awful. I did not like that. I did not like what I saw. It was awful. Trust us, none of us can I can unsee it. Ugh, good lord. Okay, I'm curious. What the fuck is this?
Hey, what are we doing out of the bottle? This is dangerous. A little kid might come along and think we were candy. That would be awful because we're medicine. He might even eat us. No, 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 no. This is serious. Serious. We could make you delirious. Delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us. Fear of us. Too much of us is dangerous. No, no.
What the hell?
Doctors tell the pharmacy.
What the hell?
You will need. And
What?
we can be if we're not taken carefully. We're not candy, believe us. When you're sick, we come in handy, but we're not candy.
Oh my god! What? Oh my god! What was that? They were literally, it was, bro, like, what the fuck? Dude, they were like singing pills. Dude, it's like these goofy ass singing pills. And they got like these Alvin and the Chipmunk voice. Get the fuck out of here with that, man. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, that was hilarious, dude. Look at who was in the chat. Worse than the video Bancorp logo. What in fuck? I want to eat them. I want to eat them anyway. What did we just, what, bro? I don't know, man. I don't know. Exactly. The effects of Nation Farm turning ghetto and drunk. Nation Farm. Let's blame Nation Farm for that. Bro, hold on a sec. What do I want to say? This actually, like, reminds me of, like, it actually kind of reminds me of, like, another, oh my god. It was a PSA for kids? Oh, get the fuck out of here. You mean to tell me that there was a time where kids were eating you know what? I'm not surprised. I actually used to hear stuff about that. The fact that, you know, kids would eat pills and then that would have long-term negative effects and consequences on their bodies. It always reminds me of how, like, my generation would eat Tide Pods for internet clout. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. I don't know why. Man, these painkillers are so good. They're even singing the Oh my god. Why is this getting my recommendation? This is from 14 years ago. I don't care. I don't care. I'm saving this on my favorites list. I'm actually saving it. This was good. I'm actually saving it. Dude, the comments are hilarious. But I think I need to eat you for my schizophrenia. Wait, why? You're talking to me. Oh yeah, fair enough. Bro, that's hilarious. Oh my god. Dude, the comments are so fucking hilarious. Yeah, it's not scary. Yeah, it's like the PSA is not scary or anything. It's not. I'm not even gonna say that it's a bad PSA. It's actually not bad. It's not bad.
He might even eat us.
It's catchy, but no, it's funny. It was funny to me because it's singing. It's literally singing painkillers. That was what was making me laugh. But it's like the PSA is actually kind of it's very catchy and lighthearted. So it's not a bad PSA by any means. It's cute and adorable. You know what I mean? It's very, like I said, it's very lighthearted. I was just thrown off because like the thumbnail just showed like these talking like white furry things, and I was like, what the hell is that? So then I turn it on and come to find out it's singing painkillers. Like it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Oh yeah, the singing does remind me of the Minions too. Shake that belly, UNC. Now I remember the Tide Pods thing was just weird. Like it was just like, it was like a whole load of people that was just like the eating Tide Pods and shit. It's just like I'm not even gonna lie, man. It was destructive. But yo, bro, that actually did make me feel better from watching the bullshit that was whatever this thing was. In fact, this logo was so bad, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add it to there. I'm gonna create a whole list, a whole playlist of like the worst logos that I've ever seen. But it's like, you know what? And while we're on the topic of these like drug PSAs and all these like fucking commercials and shit, I actually got a thought just occurred to me. Like when I was at work today, I was watching a video where Brett Cooper, for those who don't know, she's a conservative streamer. And yes, I do it. And yes, admittedly, I do see her, watch her. I'm not like a huge fan or anything like that. But anyway, Brett Cooper did like a whole reaction video where she was talking about like these weird like commercials from like way back in the day, like commercials where if they were made today, they would be considered offensive. And I never had an opportunity to actually do like a full-fledged reaction, because some of them are just like really crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them were just like really, really out of pocket. Here we go. Old commercials that would be banned today. Here we go. Yeah, and there's so many of them too. It's hard to even pick one. More ads of the past that would be banned today. Rerun zone. Old commercials that would be politically incorrect today. We're not. Here it is, special edition ads of the past that would be banned today. Wait a minute. Yeah, we can check out Rerun Zone. We can definitely check out Rerun Zone. His old commercials. or their old commercial. I'm not sure if it's a he or she or whatever. Let me see. Here we go. Ads of the past that would be banned today. Wait. That's the fact that that thumbnail caught my attention is actually what's pissing me off. But I also kind of hate the fact that I'm just very immature. Could you imagine if we had Tails and you had a friend that was a super standoffish and cold towards you, but he still has a tail and starts waggling like crazy? I can't, to be honest. This is a little unrelated, but talking about this kind of reminds me of a video from a channel I watched called Hive Mind, and they did a bracket on the best company jingles. Oh, they did? Hive Mind. I definitely gotta. I can definitely see if we. I can see if we could try to pull that up. But I definitely want to see the ads of the past, like ads that are so. Since we're gonna watch garbage, let's watch some garbage.
Yeah, Barney Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Wait a minute. Fred Flintstone smoking a cigarette. And look at Wilma. And look at Wilma too. She's look at Wilma. She's very pissed off. I mean, I'd be pissed too if I found out. The chef does everything but cook. That's what wives are for. Oh, God forbid. Oh no, saying that the wives are good at cooking or whatever. Oh, that's a bad thing. Yeah, hasn't that been a gender norm since an entire lifetime? I mean, to me that sounds like a gender role, or at least a normal thing in a relationship. But apparently in today's society that's wrong. I don't know why, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, a wife cooking for her hardworking husband is apparently inconceivable. That's bad. That's not what women are for. You know, how dare a woman cooks for her hardworking husband so that he could come home to a nice dinner or whatever. Yeah, how dare that woman be a good wife? How dare she? More doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really get that. I don't know what Camel... What the hell is Camel anyway? Or were those like a type of cigarette or whatever? I don't even know what those are. Let me look this up real quick. I actually don't smoke Camels. What's the meaning of that? I actually don't know. Why are cigarettes called Camel? Prior cigarette smokers had rolled their own, which tended to obscure the potential of a national market for a prepackaged product. Reynolds worked to develop a more appealing flavor, creating the Camel cigarette, which he so named because it used Turkish tobacco in imitation of then fashionable Egyptian cigarette. Oh. So I guess in a way it would be like it would be considered racist? Is that what I'm getting at? Before studies show that cigarettes caused cancer, and tobacco companies recruited the medical community for their that was literally the reason why cigarettes were advertised back then. That is actually the reason. Cuz they didn't know that it was that it was the number one leading cause of cancer. So it's like, okay. That's probably the reason why. So basically so what I'm getting out of this is that it was a brand, and you know, smoking cigarettes being advertised or even being like, you know, pushing other people to smoke would be considered bad, which in a way I think it can be. You know what I'm saying? It's like an hour long, but it's one of my favorite videos from them, and I like their content. That's terrible. It is. The best things in life come in a cellophane. You see what you buy, no guesswork. Foods come fresh, stay fresh longer, less waste, and all things in cellophane are clean and sanitary. By DuPont. Oh, what the fuck is... I don't know what that is. I actually gotta do research on this stuff, because I'm very ignorant to this stuff. Okay, that's what a cellophane is. It's a thin, transparent sheet. But here's the one thing that my brain is trying to grasp. Like, why is there a fucking... that looks like a pelican. Why is there a pelican? Why has it got, like, feminine eyes and is looking at you like this? Look at it. It's like it's holding a cell phone where there's a baby inside of it, which that's actually terrible. And meanwhile, this fucking goofy ass looking bird is looking at you like this. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know. Yeah, probably not the smartest thing to do is giving your baby soda, because that's considerably unhealthy. Why would you do that? Oh, heroin. Yeah, heroin has been outlawed because of what it can do to a person, so... Yeah, this definitely wouldn't age well today.
This flat tire needs a man, but when there's no man around...
The payphone.
When there's no man around, Goodyear should be.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let me try to wrap my head around this.
When there's no man around.
Oh! Videotaping her? Is that what this is? A peeping Tom or something?
Goodyear should be.
Or, wait a minute. Oh, wait. No. That's not a camera. That's not a camera lens. That's a tire.
Goodyear should be.
But, okay. I think I know why this commercial probably wouldn't work today. Because they're trying to essentially say that if there's no man around, the woman would not know how to replace a tire. And the reason why it would be considered offensive today is because, God forbid, if you say that women can't do that, they're going to be like, oh, you're sexist or blah, 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 the patriarchy, da. And I'm like, no. That's because the majority of mechanics are men. And it's like, how often do you ever see a woman fix a tire or replace a fucking tire on a car? Like, I genuinely want to know. That's... I don't get it. Like, people get offended over the dumbest shit. If your wife can't cook, don't divorce her. Keep her for a pet and eat at our place. Keep her for a pet. Oh God. All right. That one's actually all right. Even I can agree that that's like all right. It was kind of positive. It said don't divorce her, so I'm like, okay, this won't be so bad. But then it said keep her as a pet, and I'm like, keep her for a pet. I'm like, nah. I understand what they're trying to do. It's an ad, so they're trying to, get people talking. But it's like, all right. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know why anyone would take this seriously. It's like would a man realistically treat a woman, you know, a human being, as a pet? So I don't know why people would take that so seriously. I genuinely don't know. Okay, no. Yeah. No. First of all, okay, why did the kid look so badass? Look at him. He's all like this. Like a James Bond, like he's about to grow up to be James Bond. But meanwhile, he's wearing like these junior briefs while having a fucking revolver inside of it. I'm like, someone allowed this kid to hold an actual gun. Like, that definitely would not be allowed today. That definitely wouldn't be allowed. Like, that immediately caught my eye the very second I saw him with a gun. You're darn tootin' my dad smokes Marlboro, he knows a good thing. Yeah, you need never feel over smoke. That's the miracle of Marlboro. Gee, Dad, you always get the best of everything, even Marlboro. Yes, you need... wow. Why would they put a fucking baby on an ad about cigarettes? I still can't believe there was a time where people actually advertised that shit. They actually got Santa Claus to smoke a cigarette. Is that true? Does Santa Claus actually smoke a cigarette? Part of me kind of believes that's a little suggestive. Maybe I'm analyzing this wrong, but... yeah, that's a little suggestive, because, alright. I guess I have to explain it. So, he's spraying water on this woman, right? Here's the thing. If you spray your woman, and God forbid she's wearing see-through clothes, yeah. You finish the rest of the puzzle from there. But at the same time, look at her face, though. It looks like she's experiencing some kind of lust-filled ecstasy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like it's not really offensive or anything. It's just like it's more suggestive than anything. Like, I don't really see how it would be considered offensive.
I bought the fresh stick, just as you told me.
Oh, typewriter.
You're absolutely right. It's neat and quick, and it goes on dry. It did make me feel cool and sweet, just as you said. I did everything you said, but my boss still hasn't asked me to lunch.
Unlike some deodorants, Fresh doesn't guarantee you'll get ahead in business. All Fresh does is keep you fresh.
When you think of it, that's quite a lot.
I'm not sure how that was offensive. I actually don't understand that one. Let me read the chat real quick. I actually don't know. Why the fuck is there a baby in a plastic bag? Who thought that was good marketing campaign? I don't know. Oh, Nostradante is there. Oh, geez, these crazy commercials. Sorry, people being fucking weirdos in the chat. You said there are people being weirdos in the chat. You can thank Edward Barney's for all of these crazy cigarette ads. Oh, God. I can't believe Dante's in the chat. How you doing, man? Yeah, we're just literally reacting to some garbage and stuff. I'm actually happy you guys are with me. I'll probably stream for probably like another hour or so. And I'm gonna go to bed afterwards. You mean a woman can open it? Oh, I see. They're trying to insinuate that the woman is so stupid she doesn't even know how to open that bottle of soda. It looks like soda or juice, whatever it is. Okay, I could see why that wouldn't be allowed today. I mean, you're essentially insulting a woman just on the grounds that. Yeah. Okay. So this one I kind of understand. Some of the other stuff I just don't know. For a better start in life, start cola earlier. How soon is too soon? Again, why are you giving soda to a fucking child? And wasn't this during a time... No, wasn't this during a time where Coca-Cola had, I think it was cocaine. I think they had cocaine inside of it, which is why it was called Coke, because it had cocaine. Which, you know, that's obviously a drug. Alright, okay. What the fuck? First of all, what the fuck is up with their faces? Good God! Why do they look so... What the fuck? Alright. But here's the thing. I can actually see why this wouldn't be allowed today. Because, look at what he's doing. So, white person with some soap. There's a black guy. There's a black kid in there. Well, actually, that's supposed to be another white baby, but they only washed off, like, the part of the body. So, it's like... It's almost like whitewashing, I guess? I think that's the term that I'm looking for. So, I can actually understand why this wouldn't be allowed. This one, I actually understand. This one's actually pretty racist. Christmas... What does that say? Christmas Manning... Christmas morning, I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't even fucking read that. Christmas morning. She'll be happier with a Hoover. What's offensive about it? What, is it the fact that she's cleaning the house? Oh no! Women maintaining cleanliness in the household! Oh no! How dare a woman keeps a place clean or whatever? It's like... Why are we shaming women for just being great women? Just being great human beings at that. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's offensive. I literally don't know. It's a gender role, right? First of all, in a relationship, that's not to say that women aren't multi-layered characters. They are. You know, women are definitely multi-layered characters and are capable of way more talents beyond just cooking and cleaning and stuff. It's just that typically in most relationships or most marriages, that's usually what they do. The man is typically the provider and is the one that's working. Meanwhile, the wife is a stay-at-home woman or a mother or whatever that typically either takes care of the kids or keeps the household clean and whatnot. It's a tag team thing. It's a tag team. One gender is not higher than the other and vice versa. It's like males are not better than females. Females are not better than males. It's a 50-50. It's a tag team. They're both like 50. I don't understand why that's offensive. I actually don't understand. It's fucking stupid. Learn to train your wife in 5 easy lessons. Teach her to fetch your slippers and pipe, massage your feet, serve you ice cold beer and snacks, sit quietly while you browse your favorite television stations, respond to nonverbal cues such as snapping of fingers, answer yes dear to any and all requests, greet you at the door wearing nothing but a cellophane wrap with a cellophane wrap. Wait a minute. I just now noticed this. She's not wearing any clothes. I just now noticed that. She's not wearing any clothes. Okay, I can to some degree understand why this would be considered offensive or not be allowed today. Okay, yeah, I can kind of understand. I'm not exactly sure what time period this one it looks like it's from the 60s. I'm not entirely sure. It literally looks like it's from the 60s, but I can't be sure.
Your squad is ready for you to lead them through. With Johnny 7 OMA, you charge. Fire grenade. Bullseye for Johnny 7. Watch out, tank. Fire anti-armor shell. Fire anti-tank rocket. Johnny 7's got him on the run.
I'm not sure why they would. Okay, I get the only reason why they wouldn't be allowed is because the guns actually kind of looked real, but it was literally that generation's version of Nerf, the way I see it. That's the way I see it. It was that generation's version of Nerf. Let me look at the chat real quick. Let me actually look at the chat. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sure what was happening. I don't know if there were bots or just trolls or whatever. Wait, I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of what was going on. Cause I didn't know what was going on. Not sure what was happening. I hope you do smoke it. Don't ever mention that fucking name in my chat, Dante. You know better than that. The hell is the matter with you? Fucking grown-ass man. Can't even listen to one simple instruction that I tell him. Anyway, Dorito says, these ads are interesting. The babies have Las Plagas. Dorito says, definitely shows age. Yeah. Oh, not sure about that one, Chief, because it's a stereotype. Because she's not strong and independent and is only seen as a housemaid here. Here's the thing. You do realize that I'm gonna be a little bit political when I say this. A woman saying that she's strong and independent, first of all, that's fine. Like, if a woman is legitimately strong and independent, but the thing is, a majority of those women who actually carry those traits don't have to say that. They don't say that. You want an example of someone who is independent? My girlfriend. My girlfriend is very comfortable on her own skin, and she can survive on her own and stuff, but she's very honest about herself, and she embraces her feminine nature. She's like, you know, she wants to be with a guy who's going to be there for her, support her, and be a leader, and be the one, and be a provider and stuff like that. Like, you know, if we had a house together or whatever, I essentially would be providing for her and everything, and she would fulfill her end of the bargain. So she's fulfilling her role as a natural female. But it's like, she is capable of taking care of herself and being comfortable on her own skin and whatnot. But she doesn't say that shit. But at the same time, though, when she's in a relationship, she you know, she wants a man who's a leader and who can provide for her and all that stuff. And that's why I'm there. That is as much as I'll ever say about you know, my romantic life and whatnot. I wish to remain as private about it as much as possible, but I hope that at least gives a better perspective of how things should be. So, but I can to some degree understand why that one ad with the maid, this one right here, hold on, where is it? Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, this one. I can actually understand why this one wouldn't fly in today's society. This one's actually kind of, even I can kind of agree. It is actually a stereotype. I can actually understand. You know what I'm saying? I don't get, Terry Pepper says, I don't get it. Oh, this wouldn't fly today. Oh, are you talking about, oh, this wouldn't fly today. Which ad were you referring to? Are you talking about Johnny 7? Or are you talking about the train your wife ad? Yeah, this one is overboard. This is absurd. Never doing this to my wife. Yeah, it seems like that it seems like y'all were referencing the train your wife ad. Dude, says the name again. Smokey would be great content. No, the fuck he would not. Fuck you. I taught my son to use his Second Amendment to his advantage. That video just reminded me of it. My wife's boyfriend usually does these things around the house, so I don't have to worry about that. Haha. Here, let's get back on track. There goes Santa being a smoker. Why does Santa look so fucked up? Ugh. That's not good. Like, that's, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you have Santa giving you that look while he's essentially advertising cigarettes to you, that's a problem. Let's just pretend like we never saw that. The first thing I noticed was her big mouth. Okay, she's wearing a bikini. Okay. A girl-sized hand needs a girl-sized pen. Wow. That that's kind of fucked up. God forbid if you ever did something like this in today's society, you would be labeled a creep if you did this. Going up to a girl and then going in her ear and then saying, yoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, God forbid if you did something like that. And that's funny because I remember a time where you were allowed to whistle at a woman if you found her attractive, and that would make her day. Like, she would give you like the brightest smile ever. Like, you would absolutely make a woman's day if you just whistled at how she looked, because it was a testament to how she looked. Like, you're essentially, that was like the body language for, wow, you're gorgeous and whatnot. And back then, women would look at you and smile and be like, thank you. They would show gratitude. But if you even gave even the slightest, I'm not talking about like compliments where they're to the point of being creepy. I'm not talking about like that. Like, yo, I want to fuck you, blah, blah, blah. Or you look so hot that I want to do this to you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a simple, wow, you look great. You look stunning. You look amazing. You know, simple compliments like that. If you said shit like that, they would look at you and say, and say that you're a creep. That's just, for some reason, how our society works today. I don't fucking get it, but that's just how it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. Until I get answers, I will forever be confused by that. I don't know why something. I don't know how words are, or I don't know how words of affirmation is taboo these days, if that's the word I'm looking for. But as far as this, though, if you did this now, you would definitely get in serious trouble.
You want to be a frito bandido like me. You do? Then you must sing the bandido song. Let's sing together. You just follow the bouncing Fritos corn chips bag. Ay, 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 ay. I am the frito bandido. I like Fritos corn chips. I love them, I do.
I love Fritos corn chips, too. They're actually some of my favorites.
Ay, 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 ay. Oh, I am the frito bandito.
That is a Mexican stereotype. So that I can understand why it wouldn't be allowed today. That was literally a Mexican stereotype. That's the thing, though. I've noticed that a majority of these ads are literally just based on stereotypes. And the world today does not like stereotypes. Which is funny. The world today doesn't like stereotypes, even though they complain about stereotypes all the time and point out stereotypes all the time. But for whatever reason, it's still... I don't know. I'm fucking confused. Is stereotypes bad or not? Because I have people calling me the whitest black dude ever. I'm like, no. That's like the only time I ever get offended. It's like, if people call me the N-word, that doesn't really bother me. That's just a cheap way to piss me off. But people who say that I'm a white black guy, that I actually do take offense to that, because that's not who I am. I'm an African American, and who the fuck cares what my race is? I'm Larry. I'm Larry the Lone Wolf. It shouldn't even matter if I'm black or white or whatever, or like how I talk or the kinds of videos I make and the music that I make or listen to or whatever. It's like me being an African American should not have to dictate who I am as a person. So it's like the country today says that stereotypes are bad, but then they proceed to base everything off of stereotypes anyway. So I'm confused. Is stereotypes bad or not? Anyway, let's look at the comments. Let me see. Just looking at these is reminding me of the Prince ads for the Sega Genesis. They had some crazy ads in the magazines for it. Oh yeah, a lot of that is. I think Frank Sinatra got arrested for hitting on a girl once. What is it? Ese muy loco. I hope I said that right. I mean, all stereotypes exist for a reason. That's true. But it's just like, it's more so the fact that people say that is bad, but then they proceed to base everything off of stereotypes anyway. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they really want. Wait a minute. Hold on. You didn't. Wait a minute. Let me get a time to process this. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I actually gotta move on. This one actually really threw me off. Move on. Oh, women and guns. Don't take your chances with pickups. Oh, a man stepping on a woman's head. It's nice to have a girl around the house. Yeah, that's stereotypical. Good things are twice as good in cellophane. Okay, hold on a goddamn minute. What is the whole purpose of the cellophane thing? I've seen this so many times throughout the video, but I fail to understand what the context is behind using cellophane and putting like babies and toddlers in. What does this all mean? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, Dew Point Cellophane thought it was a good idea to wrap babies in plastic. Yeah, it's like, cause you do realize it's like, okay, I think I better understand it. It's like, when you do that, you're essentially blocking off all air circulation, which can literally kill a person. Like if you, and that's why you think they always say don't put a bag over your head or whatever, because children do that all the time. It's like if you did that, it's like if you do that, you're blocking off all air circulation and you're gonna suffocate to death. Why do you think they say don't put a bag over your head? Because you can literally like suffocate to death. But it's just like, maybe the reason I'm just so aggravated is because it's so fucked up. So the harder a wife works, the cuter she looks. Oh gosh, honey, you seem to thrive on cooking, cleaning, and dusting, and I'm all tuckered out by closing time. What's the answer? Vitamins, darling. I always get my vitamins, darling. I always get my vitamins. So I'll never do that. So yeah, it's another stereotype. I'm just over it by this point. Booby trap. Syphilis and gonorrhea. Oh, good grief! Really? They allowed this? Bro, these ads are so out of bro. These ads are really out of pocket.
How fast do your pancakes disappear? Around our house, it's plenty fast. And not just because I've got 3 man-sized pancake eaters. It's because I have two new ideas. New Aunt Jemima Deluxe Buttermilk Mix and this handy shaker.
Oh,
Here's
Aunt
a
Jemima.
combination that'll turn out the best pancakes you've ever served. New Aunt Jemima Deluxe Buttermilk Mix has the buttermilk right in it and the directions for shaker pancakes right on the box. You'll pour the smoothest batter ever and bake the roundest, fluffiest pancakes you've ever made.
I miss those kinds of ads where they would just show you how to do it and everything. It was really fun. It wasn't like with brainwashed bullshit. But I know that the only reason it wouldn't be allowed today is because of the whole Aunt Jemima thing with the character on there. Otherwise, besides that, I didn't see anything else that was wrong with the ad. I literally didn't see anything that was wrong. There's some truth to every one of them, but I wouldn't bother getting offended by them. She's infected. I want her in the Nemesis Project. She might look clean, but pickups, good time girls, prostitutes, spread syphilis and gonorrhea. You can't beat the Axis if you get VD. So they're trying to say, so essentially what they're trying to say is that if there's a woman who's like a pickup girl or like a prostitute or whatever, they could spread STDs. And believe it or not, it's like yeah, an ad like this wouldn't be allowed today, but in a way it's still kind of relevant because like you got to remember pickups and prostitutes, primarily prostitutes, have sex with so many different men. That's like, and would you believe me if I told you that there's actually legal prostitution? It's in Nevada. Nevada is one of the few states, as far as I'm concerned. I think it's the only state in this country that actually allows prostitution. England allows prostitution. Supposedly, from what I understand, they go through like this whole process where they have to constantly get tested when they meet clients, and even the person who's paying for the services also has to be clean and go through a whole process before they end up having sex with the prostitute. Where I don't know too much about it, but that's what I've heard. But it's like, it's funny because it's still kind of relevant, but maybe not to the same level as it was years ago, because like I said, nowadays there's like a whole safety protocol behind it now. Why doesn't your mama wash you with fairy soap? That's definitely racist. That's low-key racist. Oh, good grief. Good jeez, Lord. Gracious great balls of what the hell is this? If your husband ever finds out you're not store testing for fresher coffee, and so basically he's spanking his partner. Here's the thing. While ads like this wouldn't be allowed today, some couples still do this. Just saying. Oh, good Lord. You dirty boy. They're trying to say, they're trying to say that all black people back then were dirty. It's funny. It's like, as I'm watching this, it's like, if anything, I'm just laughing at it. It's funny. Like, I'm not bitter about this. If anything, I'm laughing about it because it's just like, it's so silly. You know? Like, I can definitely understand why this is offensive. Like, I definitely see that this is offensive. But it's just like, all I can do is just laugh at it. Sometimes that's all you can do, is just laugh. Do you still beat your wife? What the fuck? What kind of question is that? Maybe you should never have stopped. Read why you are rollicking, provocative, yet educational booklet entitled Why You Should Beat Your Wife, written by an eminent practitioner of this manly art. Send 15 cents in stamps and coins to what the hell? Why you should beat your what? What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I gotta, like... I actually need some water after that. That's horrible. That's actually horrible. I would absolutely never ever do that to my partner. I am a bit of a pacifist, and even if I wasn't, I still wouldn't. This is ridiculous. Do you still beat your wife? You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of those ads from when I was back in middle school. There was these ads that were everywhere, and it said, it had like these pictures of kids on there. Dante definitely knows what I'm referring to. There was like these ads where I think, let me see if I can find it. It was called When I Grow Up, I Will Beat My Wife. They were very controversial ads. They were very, very controversial. There it is, right here. There it is. This is the one. Even back in 2000, I think it was like 2009, I think it was 2008, 2009. Like, even back then, this was considered very offensive because of the context behind it. Well, mostly because of the poor... It wasn't so much as the context. It's like... It's more that they mishandled the ads so terribly. And the worst part about it is that there were 3 versions of them. This one's only showing 2 of them. There was another one. This one says, when I grow up, I will beat my wife. This one says, one day my husband will kill me. You know what I'm saying? Men who witness domestic violence as children are twice as likely to abuse their wives. Break the cycle of domestic violence. Girls who grow up in households with domestic violence are more likely to end up with abusive partners. Break the cycle of domestic violence. Right? But there was another one. There was another one. I'm trying to remember what it was called. I think it was called, I think it said, I will end my life before it even begins. I have to find that. I'm trying to see if it's on here. It doesn't seem like I can find it, but no. Yeah, but there was a third one. This one's only showing the 2. It actually reminds me of that. The poor execution of it. And not to mention the disturbing implications in the paragraphs. Like this one right here, men who witness domestic violence. They're trying to insinuate that men are predominantly the ones who cause domestic violence, which in my opinion, I don't think that that's true. I mean, is it common to say? Sure, but I think women, I think it's a 50-50, honestly. Men can be very abusive too, but that's like, I think both sides are equally abusive to each other in very unique ways. It's like, on one hand, the man can be like, being physically strong and, God forbid, beating up a woman, which is awful. And then on the other hand, the woman can also be physically violent, but more so the fact that they're very good at emotionally, and I only speak this into the context of those who are guilty of it, that there's women who are very emotionally abusive. Like, they will gaslight the fuck out of you or just, like, hurt you emotionally, which is why there's men that commit suicide. So this actually reminds me of that. Is these poor executions of these, like, just the disturbing messages behind them. You know what I mean? Here, let me look at the chat real quick. I remember this one, another subject for the Nemesis program. Is this one really wrong, though? It's kind of just a warning. Legal prostitution is called dating. Not to sound like a bitch, but this is a little hard for me to watch, not gonna lie. These ads are rough. No, you're fine. They had no shame back in the day, goofballs. Goodness, that was blatant. It was. Manly art. It was. It was. That's just so bad. Oh yeah, those ads. Except they were making boys into the villains. The French STD ads were some of the creepiest I've ever seen. They are so bizarre. They are so bizarre. You cannot show them on YouTube. Are you serious? Well, thank you for the heads up, because I would have did something stupid. I think there's only like 5 minutes left in the video.
Back to present ancient Chinese pantomime, just for fun of it, Jello tonight. Back
Oh,
to present
good
small
God,
Chinese
no.
baby
Asian
waiting for
stereotypes
dessert.
too?
Chinese mother bling baby, Jello, famous Western delicacy. Poor Chinese baby. He unable to tell if this Jello is strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, lime, apple, black raspberry, black cherry, or grape. Jello come in all 10 flavors. Poor Chinese baby. But Chinese mother bling baby, great Western invention. Spoon.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck me, dude. I'm actually about to retire. That was... Oh. Good. Oh, my lord. Oh, oh my god. That was so fucked up. I'm sorry for laughing. That's just so horrible. Oh my god. I don't think that that's fun. I'm just like... They actually thought that that was okay. That's what bothers me. Oh my god. Bro, what in the hell? Oh my... Oh. That was the most racist thing I ever saw. Oh my god. That was literally the most racist thing I had ever seen in my life. Oh my god. No shame. They wow. That was wow. I actually have to process that one. Hold on. Hold on. So, I gotta take a break. I actually have to take a break. That one. Look at the comments. Lol. Wow. What the f? Poor Chinese baby. Jesus Christ, man. Wow. I actually need a break from that. That was racist, dude. That was horrible. Oh my god. I was not expecting that. This is honestly the first time that I'm watching it. For the record, this is the first time. First time. So I wasn't aware of what was going to be shown in this video. And I kind of hate the fact that I was curious to know what was in it for so long. But like, that's the thing. Is eating Jellos with chopsticks actually possible? I've never tried that. I actually do have some chopsticks in my kitchen, but I've never had... And, you know, I do like Jello. I actually really do like it, but I've never had an opportunity to try it, if that makes sense. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. That was fucked up. Alright, I think I'm ready. Honestly, I just can't wait for this video to be done, if I'm being honest with you. Really? Like, fucking really? Okay. I just got back, and that's the first line I read. Have some fun. Beat your wife tonight. That's the first thing okay. In their defense, I don't think that's what they mean literally, beat your wife. But here's the thing. Look at how it's worded. Beat your wife tonight. If it said beat your wife tonight in a game of bowling, then it would complete the context. But without any context, most people are going to read that and think, oh my God, the ad's trying to insinuate violence towards women. See, that line right there just single-handedly shot your ad in the head. I can't believe it. I just recovered from the last fucking ad that I saw, and that's the first thing I see. Ugh, God, I'm gonna have difficulty sleeping tonight. I'm gonna be honest with you. Show her it's a man's world. Alright. Hey, I'm a guy and I don't like this. I'm actually a man and I don't like this. As I said earlier, men have their own roles to fulfill in a relationship, and women do too. But to say that it's a man's world is a very selfish thing. I think that's very selfish. I think, like I said, you know, it's a gender role. You know, men can do things that women can't do, and women can do things that men can't do. And like I said, realistically, they need to come together and be a tag team. It shouldn't be one-sided. Like, seeing a one-sided man's ad, no. I don't agree with it. And a one-sided woman's ad, I also can't agree with that either. It should not be one-sided just based on gender. That's just the way I see things. 14-hour wives of 18-hour men need gold dust washing powder to enable them to get through work as early as their husbands. Gold dust saves time, strength, patience, and money. Made only NK, Fairbanks, Chicago, St. Louis, New York, Philadelphia, Boston, and Montreal. Hardee's. Oh, this is an old Hardee's ad, too. Women don't leave the kitchen. We all know a woman's place is in the home, cooking a man a delicious meal. But if you're still enjoying the bachelor's life and don't have a little miss waiting on you, then come down to Hardee's for something sloppy and hastily prepared. I love how honest the ad is. If you want something sloppy and hastily prepared, it sounds like the majority of fast food. So I appreciate the honesty there. But, again, it's a stereotype. And honestly, I don't really care about the stereotypes anymore because I've seen it so many times throughout this video. It doesn't even bother me anymore. I still think a majority of them are just dumb and it's just all stereotypical shit. It's just stereotypes, really. That's all it's boiling down to. Loves baby soft because innocence is sexier than you think. Innocence is sexier than you think. I'm trying to... I don't know. Don't worry, darling. You didn't burn the beer. Aw. The wife fucked up at her cooking. That's... These ads were really out of pocket.
I can't type. I don't take dictation. I won't sharpen pencils. I can't file. My boss calls me indispensable.
Miss Jones,
Just a minute.
will you make a copy of this?
Naturally. I pushed the button on the Xerox 914. I make perfect copies of whatever my boss needs by just turning a knob and pushing a button. Anything he can see, I can copy in black and white on ordinary paper. And am I fast? I can make 7 copies in a minute. By the way, I never need wet chemicals.
What the fuck? First of all, I didn't... Okay, this is gonna sound very ignorant to me, but I had no idea those types of scanners were actually existed even during that time period with the technology of the time. But, you know, I thought it was cool that it was around, but... What the hell was that ad? Oh my god. It's just relentless at this point. It basically is. Wow, what is it with these abuse and innuendo? I don't know. They were so dorky-headed back in the day. Took me a second. That's just a bad joke. Oh, wait. What do bowling and beating your wife have to do with each other? I don't know. I do really love the art of these ads. There's something nice about it. Fair. Hopefully, oh god. Thank God it's almost over. There is no shape for a girl. Bro. Blow in her face and she'll follow you anywhere. That's rude. I'm a guy and I don't like that. I wish anybody would blow a fucking cigarette in my face. Don't do that. You definitely don't want to see the worst side of me. Keep up with the house while you keep down your weight. Here's what I'm going to say. I don't think obesity is healthy at all. And honestly, if you are obese, you need to lose the weight so that you don't develop any health issues. It's an unhealthy lifestyle. Okay? But the way you worded this, I'm sorry, I just don't agree with that. It's like, yeah, I do think obesity is bad, and I think that if you are, you should work to losing weight so that you don't develop skin. That's the thing. I believe in doing that just so that you don't develop any skin cancer or diseases or anything like that, because that's what can happen to you. But I wouldn't word it like this. This is actually kind of rude. Keep up with the house while you keep down your weight. That's actually kind of rude. There's a much better way of advising how to lose weight, but this is way too blunt. This is way too blunt. And this is coming from someone like me. Like, I'm an honest asshole, all right? I tell it as it is. Like, just now, I'm just saying that if you are obese, then yes, you should lose weight, but the difference between me and this ad is that I say that so that anyone who's experiencing this problem can live a healthier lifestyle and become happier. And not only that, but also they don't develop skin cancer, because it's literally like one of the leading causes of skin cancer. But this one just, it almost sounds like some kind of dominating like male or whatever trying to command his wife or whatever to how do I word this? It sounds like he's just like pressuring her into doing something. Like she's a slave and she has to submit to his command or whatever. That's what this feels like. And I just don't agree with this. I don't. Come out of the bone age, darling. Warner's exclusive new Flat replaces pokey bones with circular springlet. Oh, gee, what the? I got nothing to say on that one. Try pulling that stunt off with some random chick out there in the street right now and see what happens for you. Leotards. That's all there is. All these stereotypes. That's all it is. Look this ad over carefully. Circle the items you want for Christmas. Show it to your husband. And if he does not go to the store immediately, cry a little. Not a lot, just a little. He'll go. Look this ad over carefully. Pick out what your wife wants. Go buy it before she starts to cry. I don't know how to feel about this one. It's another stereotype, yes, but it's like, at the same time, it's kind of still relevant today. It's kind of still relevant. Because some women really do get hurt if you don't get them anything. Like anything materialistic. Some of them will even, I mean, for one thing, you should want to give your partner a Christmas gift. Like, you should definitely want to. But it's like, God forbid, if you don't get it on Christmas Day or whatever, like if you get it either early or late, God forbid if it's late, or even at all, she might leave you. But I'll preface this again by saying that you should want to give your partner a gift because it's etiquette. Just standard human holiday etiquette. You know, you should want to give your partner a gift, right? But how do I word this without coming under fire? You gotta understand, a lot of women don't want to admit this, and I understand why, because they don't want to be too pushy or anything, or they don't want to like be mean. But realistically speaking, a lot of women do want to be a burden on a man's life. Whether they want to accept that or not, it's true. Now, that's not a negative thing. I'm not trying to say that that's a negative thing. I'm just, like I said, I'm an honest asshole. I'm just going to call it as I see it. They say they don't want to be a burden on a man's life, but they most certainly do. Why do you think in most relationships, even still now, the man is usually the one that provides? And is usually the one paying for the dates and going so far as to getting their significant others Valentine's Day gifts or whatever. Trust me, women do want to be a burden on a man's life. They just don't want to admit it. There's nothing wrong with admitting it because at this point, it's the truth. It's the truth. It's harsh, but it's the truth. Seems like I'm the only one with the nuts to say it. Let me look at the chat real quick. Because I probably have said some things that are pretty controversial. They were so me throughout this whole video, no comment. Ugh. The fat shaming jokes aplenty. Yep. There's a thin line between saying you're unhealthy, you should probably lose weight, and you're fat, you should get help. What's up, Larry? Hey, Sonic. OMG, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog. That's my boy.
I was overweight and looked terrible, but AIDS helped me lose 46 pounds. The AIDS diet plan helped me lose 28 pounds.
AIDS helps control your appetite so you lose weight, yet AIDS lets you taste, chew, and enjoy. And the
Wait a minute. Stop. Hold on a fucking minute. The name of this vitamin is called AIDS? What on God's green earth? Who the fuck came up with that? I actually need to know. Oh my God. It's the that's a perfect thumbnail. What, are you talking about this guy with the face? This is literally like the perfect one? Oh my god. That immediately just made me stop in my tracks. The fact that the name of the vitamins is called AIDS. Oh my god.
Appetite suppressant in AIDS is not a stimulant.
AIDS helped me to lose 18 pounds, and it doesn't contain anything to make me nervous.
Question, why take diet pills when you can enjoy AIDS? AIDS lets you lose weight without making you jittery.
Why instead of taking the pill, well, you could enjoy AIDS? Oh my god. No.
Pounds, and it doesn't contain anything to make me nervous.
Question, why take diet pills when you can enjoy AIDS? AIDS helps you lose weight without making you jittery.
Oh my god. Bro, what the fuck? Oh my lord. That's funny. That was actually the funniest one of the whole video. Oh, we're in the modern age. Look at this. We're in the modern ads. Specifically ones from like, looks like it's from the early 2000s. Wait a minute, what's offensive about this one? What, so it's women in I think it probably has to do with the fact that it's women wearing towels. They're not even wearing any clothes. I think that's the reason. I mean, I don't see the big deal. I mean, I don't see the big deal. I mean, educate me. Maybe I'm being ignorant. It's like we see women like do half-naked model photo shoots all the time. And it's funny because women complain that we don't allow them to do that without, you know, feeling like they're being criticized all the time for, you know, being expressive of their bodies. But the very second that we acknowledge them for expressing their bodies, all of a sudden we're creepy and objectifying them. See what I mean? Makes no sense. So this one, I can't really say I don't understand why it would be offensive. Like, educate me. I like to know, why is this offensive? Like, maybe I've been under a rock or whatever. I just don't get it. You see, at least most of the other ads on here, like from the early 20th century, like I can see why they wouldn't be allowed today. This one, I don't see it. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm uneducated. I think it's because I'm uneducated. I'll be honest with you. I'm very uneducated. So I like to know why this one wouldn't fly in today's society. I like to know. Bro, are you fucking serious? December 1947. Is it always illegal to kill a woman? Yes. What kind of question is that? Even in the 1940s, why are you asking a question like this? If you kill another human being, yes, it's illegal. What the fuck? Any violence, period. Oh no, Mr. Clean. Not him. That bald ass bitch. Anyway. Look at him with this derp ass smile and those fucking Hulk Hogan eyebrows and shit. Look at Anyway. This Mother's Day, get back to the job that really matters. Back at it again with the stereotypes. And this was from 2011? This was from 2011. Wow. So this is relatively recent. Well, maybe not that recent. It was like fucking 12 years ago. Damn, that was 12 years ago? Jesus Christ. But that's, compared to many of the ads though, this one's recent. They're back at it again with the stereotypes. I don't get it. Is it because it's covering up her nose? And it would be offensive because there's women out there who get nose jobs just to... I don't know. Maybe, I think I'm just reading too deep into it. The soldiers need our help. Gather round American women. Turns out you gals are useful after all. Wow. That's how... Okay. To some degree, I could see why it would be offensive, but here's the thing. The thing is, women in this country, even way back then, were not allowed, or were not eligible for the draft. Men were. Men, and men, I'm gonna say it. Some women, I'm not saying all of them, but some women do not understand that men really do have it difficult in this country because of their rights and all that stuff. It's like, I'll put it to you this way: with more rights comes responsibility. All right, let me explain. The reason why men were allowed to vote first is because they had to register for selective service, and in this country, even today, it's illegal for a man to not register for selective service, because if a draft comes and there's a war, who is the government going to rely on? They're not going to rely on women. They're going to rely on a group of people who are physically and biologically more than capable of going out in a battlefield and getting shot. So essentially, we're forced into this because of our assets. Women don't have to do that. They've been able to vote since, like, I think 1920, I believe. So it's like, they do have a lot more rights and have a lot more equality in this world today versus how it was back then. But the thing is, they still, like I say, even today, they don't have to register for the selective service. It's not a requirement for them. It's a requirement for us. See what I'm saying? Which is why it cracks me up that some women are pissed off that they can't get in the army. I'm like, would you want to be the one to go out there and do all the dirty ass work and get shot to death just to protect the country? I mean, I appreciate the heroic attitude and stuff, but it's like, who's the government gonna rely on more? You know, I'm not saying, it's like the government looks at who's more physically strong biologically versus what's on the outside and stuff. They look at that to say that's literally the reason why. I guarantee you I'm gonna get a whole lot of dislikes on this stream just from what I said just now. I guarantee it. Keep her where she belongs. Okay, that's kind of mean. Oh, thank God it's over. Oh, God. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's enough. That's enough. That is enough. Yeah, I'm done. That's enough. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. What was I gonna say, bro? These ads, Mr. Clean. Sorry, the tone's. Oh, the tone's like a. I think they were trying to say the person thinks the woman is pretty only when he's on alcohol or when she's on alcohol. However you look at it, either way, the ad is fucked up. Probably, yeah. That would suck considering you also reacted to my video in the same stream. Oh, don't worry. If anything, I might actually take the reaction and probably make it into a separate video at some point. I just wouldn't do it now because I want to remain as consistent with the Devil May Cry videos as much as possible. But I'm definitely not against it. And I really hope to God that me reacting to these ads didn't single-handedly ruin the stream too. I hope it doesn't single-handedly ruin the stream because that was never my intention. Like I said, this was a blind reaction. I had no idea what to expect from it. That's why I didn't go in thinking it wasn't going to be that bad. But I was wrong. But yo, huge shout out to Rerun Zone. Shout out to Rerun Zone for these videos, ads of the past. Go subscribe to them if you haven't already. He also makes other videos on controversial topics and all this stuff too. But wow, I mean, yeah, that was just like. Here, let's end the stream on a positive note. We're gonna end this on a positive note. So rather than ending off with these ads, is everyone still with me for some rage? Cause there were some hold on a second. I kind of want to look back at some of the rage moments of my streaming career. Yeah, I haven't streamed on my Twitch in a week. I may come back to it at some point. I'm not sure when. Yeah, let's detoxify our minds from what we had just saw. Yeah. Give us something to laugh at. So there's a ton of like clips of me on Twitch. People clip my streams all the time. Like I like maybe I'm just clippable, but every time I act erratic, they capture the moment. But some of the clips on here are different from the others. Like some are not even rage clips at all. But some of them is just random shit. Like this one right here when I was playing DNF Duel on the PC. What the hell happened to me? Wait. Hold on a second. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's play it again. What the hell happened to me? What the hell happened to me? Okay, so if you're wondering what had happened, Enchantress is a character where she can turn another character into a different, into a puppet, like a stuffed animal. And that's what she did to me, and that's why I was like, wait, what's going on? And yeah, Striker, at the time when I was playing this game, Striker was my best character, relatively speaking. And let me bring that up a bit. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Oops, sorry about that. True. I might actually eat a lunch meat sandwich before I hop into bed too, so I don't, starve. I was thinking about gaming on my PS5, but I'll do that in the morning, honestly. So the next clip, this was my favorite right here. This one right here, one of the best clips ever. Oh, wait, I muted it. This was back when I was playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night on the PS1 and I was streaming it for the first time.
Wait, I beg of you.
That was hilarious. You see, and that was the first time I had ever seen that because I was at the time the only time that was the second time I played through Symphony of the Night. The first time I played it, it was the PS4 version, Castlevania Requiem. So there's a Mr. Directorate was like, "What the fuck, hey yo." So for context, there's a boss in the game, right? I'll actually show it. So in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, right? There's a boss in the game that you have to fight. It's a succubus, which shouldn't surprise you considering the sound that you had just heard. So basically, the character was a succubus. Alucard, there's a part in the game where you have to go inside of a room. It's supposed to be like a fake save room. And then Alucard sleeps inside of his coffin. And I'm sure that I'm not sure if most of you know this, but a succubus is a seductive female demon that basically invades a man's dreams and has sex with him in the dream. That's how a succubus is. A succubus is basically a female demon that seduces men in their dreams. So that's basically what the succubus was. It was acting as Alucard's mother, and you have to fight her in the dream. Because, let's be real, Alucard is the most Sigma of Sigma males of any Sigma male that exists. So he was not falling for the seduction of the succubus. And you know what? That takes some intestinal fortitude. So, yeah, that's the succubus right there. Well, at least that's our artwork. Which, by the way, Castlevania Symphony of the Night has one of the best artworks ever. So, basically, you have to fight this demon, right? You have to fight the succubus, and once you defeat her, this is the sound she makes.
Wait, I beg of you.
That's the sound she makes when you kill her. But you saw how that casket was like all purple and everything. Typically in Symphony of the Night, those are the save rooms. But that's the only room in the entire game where it's fake and it leads into the succubus boss fight. And you have to fight the succubus too. Like that, like fighting the succubus is very crucial to the game because you get an item that allows you to go to the clock room and open up a new area of the castle. I forget what it's called. I forget what it's called. It's basically two items that you have to put together, and then you have to go to the clock room at a certain time, and then it unlocks the next part of the game, it leads you to explore more of the castle, and then from there, you can venture off to the inverted castle. It's very hard for me to remember. Usually once I play the game, I remember, but yeah, that's basically what the succubus is. She was a trip to deal with. But to be fair, she wasn't really difficult. She really wasn't that hard to deal with, if I'm being honest with you. If anything, she was one of the easier bosses to deal with. Especially if you had the Holy Sword. Considering, like I said, she's a demon, so it's like if you have a Holy Sword and you equip it with Alucard, she's a piece of crap. I'm eating motherfucking croutons. Did you just say you're eating croutons? What are you doing eating croutons without a Caesar salad? Lol, Larry, was that you laughing in the background? Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me laughing in the clip.
I beg of you.
Watch this. It was hilarious. It was hilarious, just the sound of it. So here's another funny clip from when I was playing River City Girls with Dante. The first River City Girls, not the second one.
I'll let you get
For the
your
record,
revenge on him.
for the record, Me and Dante are definitely gonna do another run of this game. They've actually been patching. We're not River City Girls 1, River City Girls 2, because they've patched the fuck out of that game, and they allow 4-player co-op online now too. So definitely gonna give this one a go.
I'll let you get your revenge on him.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Boom.
What the fuck? I'm not.
When a schoolgirl interrupts Larry. Yeah, look at her. Look at her. First of all, she's all pissed off. I don't know who. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know who broke her heart. Somebody did, and she's very pissed off. But anyway, that's not the talking point. Look, she runs in. Look at her. Look at her. I mean, she is sprinting. I mean, Barry Allen couldn't even catch up to her. And then she does this.
What the fuck?
Roundhouse kick me.
I'm not even gonna say anything.
Nowhere with that.
It is what it is.
Raina's a bitch. She really is. And she does this. She does the same shit in River City Girls 2. That's the part that bugs me. She does the same shit. Speaking of River City Girls 2, if you haven't already, yes, I'm about to market myself out there. Be sure to check out my boss guy video on how to beat River City Girls 2. It's not just an informative video on or like an informative analysis of how to deal with the bosses in the game. It also has some fun editing moments where I add, bits and pieces of my personality, and I make a ton of references in it too. So definitely give that video a watch. Currently, that's my only River City Girls 2 video on my YouTube right now. I would love to do more, but as of right now, I am concentrated on Devil May Cry, which if you haven't already, check it out. Why Devil May Cry is the most important action game ever made. Definitely check it out. It became my top video in the last 2 days, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much for the support that you've shown on that video. It's got a ton of engagement and likes and all that stuff. I am very, very happy to be sharing this game with you guys. And the Devil May Cry 3 video is currently in the works, and I definitely can't wait to get that video going very soon. And then eventually you're also going to see me not only do the rest of the Devil May Cry games, but I'm also, once I finally beat the game, which you could, by the way, catch me on Twitch at Larry the Lone Wolf if you want to see me stream Sea of Stars. Yes, I'm going to be beating Sea of Stars, and then I'm going to be making a video on that game too. We're going to cover the analysis of the game, the story, my overall thoughts about it, and everything. So there's a ton coming up. Here's another Rage clip.
The game is literally not giving me a time to breathe! What the fuck? The game is literally not giving me a time to breathe! What the fuck?
That's Streets of Rage 4 in general.
The game is literally not giving me a time to breathe! What the fuck?
Streets of Rage 4 really do be like that, man. No, for real though. Streets of Rage 4 really do be like that. Oh yeah, and this was when I played Resident Evil 2 Remake, which for the record, Resident Evil 2 Remake is one of my favorite games of not only the Resident Evil series, but just in general. I just love Resident Evil 2 Remake. Definitely one of my favorite remakes ever. And huge shout out to Resident Evil is my favorite Capcom series. So yeah, if there's any Capcom franchise that I would say is my favorite, I would say Resident Evil. It's just great. Amazing story, great characters, all that stuff. But anyway, here's a moment when I was playing it and I got clipped when this happened.
I was like, I know I remember the ah, shit!
Yeah, a jump scare.
I was like, I know I remember the ah, shit!
Yeah, yeah, that thing made me shit my that That body made me shit
I
myself.
was like, I know I remember the shit.
Let the bodies hit
I
the
was
floor.
like, I know I remember
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Shit.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. That's what you gotta do. Just let the bodies hit the floor. Oh yeah, this was when I was playing Bayonetta, which for the record is one of the best action game series ever made. I still prefer Devil May Cry, but Bayonetta is good. Really good. Watch this. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Need I say more? That encapsulates Bayonetta. Period. I have a video. Hold on a second. This reminds me of when I used to do gaming videos. I have a video on my main channel from 2016 called So Much Rage. My mic was peaking like crazy in that video because I had just gotten it at the time. Must have been one of those like what old beginner microphones. Oh yeah, and this was when I was playing the OG Resident Evil 4. Keep in mind, this was before the remake came out. So I was playing on professional. Ashley was ducking the entire time while I was dealing with everybody. And the very second I aim my gun, watch what Ashley does.
This is gonna be a bitch.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, she stood up and got in my line of fire. That's what happened. That's what Ashley does. And you want to know what the worst part is? In Resident Evil 4 Remake, she actually does the same thing. She still, for whatever reason, the remake has the same problem. Ashley, for some reason, loves getting in your line of fire. And I keep getting frustrated. I'm like, girl, if you keep getting in the way, you do realize that if I'm pointing my gun like this and you get in front of it, you're gonna be considered the enemy. Like, do not get in my line of fire unless you want to be considered the enemy. Just leave it at that. You know what I mean? So. Oh yeah. Well, this was not really an amazing clip by any stretch. This is just me flexing my gigantic ego. Look at what I did to Combat when I was playing Tekken 4. The thing about the thing about the wall damage in Tekken 4 is that it was very OP. If you had a good wall combo, oof, the amount of damage you would take from bouncing up against the wall was immense. Not to mention, Jin Kazama was broken as hell in this game. He was very OP. You know, especially when he's performing combos. Like Jin was at his peak with this game. I wonder how he's going to be in Tekken 8. Which, for the record, since I have the PS5, I can finally get Tekken. I mean, Tekken 8 was going to come out on PC anyway, but the thing is that a lot of the new releases now is like requiring like newer hardware to even like run at a high setting. Like supposedly, I think the 2070 is like just the minimum, because it's gonna run on Unreal Engine 5, so it's definitely gonna be more cutting edge. So the PS5 will definitely, I think, handle it. And I've been enjoying this thing too. So. Oh yeah. I remember this one when I was playing the demo of Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo on the PS1 on one of my demo discs, and I had this insane comeback against Felicia, which for those who doesn't know, she's a character from Darkstalkers, which was another Capcom series, and it was a fighting game. So she was whooping my ass. We were both neck and neck, but Felicia had me dead to rights.
Yo!
See?
Felicia!
She had me dead to rights.
Felicia!
And then watch what happens.
Oh, I got so lucky. Bro.
Yeah, it was a whole ass comeback. My face sells the story. Right there. Cause look, I went from this to this. And Felicia got fucked up. Literally too. She's on fire, I can assure you. Like, bro, she sucked my dick real good. And after that ended, she thanked me for it. Wait, what? I don't know what I just said. I don't know what I just said. Move on. Let's move on. Like a effing donkey.
He said, Minna riding my back like a fucking donkey, talking shit the whole time.
I remember that. Captain Skyhawk, who was one of my viewers on my stream, he was getting pissed off that Midna from Twilight Princess was right on his back, because that's what happens. Like when Link first turns into Wolf Link in that game, he meets Midna, and Midna is riding on your back the whole time. She's literally treating you like a slave or an animal, and it's pissing off who is usually the stoic Link. It was pissing off the usually stoic Link. So yeah, I'm completely serious. I'm dead serious. Mr. Directorate is like LMAO. Wait, what? I'm completely serious. Yeah, that's Midna. She, like I said, she was a character who, and a lot of people did not like her when you first. It's like, it's like, and the thing about Midna is that she's been compared to Navi. I think it was it Navi or Nagi? I forget the name of the fairy. Navi, yeah, Navi. Yeah, Navi the fairy, who was a regular in Zelda. So Midna is a character that you meet in Twilight Princess, and when you first meet her, she rides on on Link's back when he turns into a wolf. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see if there's like any like photos of her riding on Link. Yep, here it is. See? and look at how pissed off Link is. And keep in mind, Link is usually very stoic. He usually doesn't express, like, I mean, Link does express emotion, but just not all the time. So, but as far as expressing anger, though, he very rarely shows that. But when he turned into a wolf because of the Twilight, he was already confused as to why he turned into it. But when this character started fucking with him, it didn't sit right with him. It's one of the only times where I ever saw Link get pissed off. But even though Midna was a character that you wouldn't like at first, she eventually, it's like, the more you get to know her, I'm not going to spoil it for those who have never played it before. You'll understand why Midna is such a beloved character. She's a very beloved character, but I will say that if you do play this for the first time, you're not going to like her. But she's a very beloved character. She's a fan favorite Zelda character. Probably, in fact, I'll even go as far as to say she's one of the reasons why Twilight Princess was so great. She's definitely one of the reasons why Twilight Princess was peak. So I had Skyhawk play it, and he was actually very pissed off at how Midna was treating him. And I warned him ahead of time. I told him, yo, like, you're not gonna like her when you see her.
He said, Midna riding my back like a fucking donkey, talking shit the whole time.
Which she does. Which she does. She does talk shit. So, dude, Tears of the Kingdom is so good. I mean, I never played it, but I just love watching people play it. Oh, really? Well, if that's the case, I can bring back Tears of the Kingdom because I haven't streamed this game in a while, and I still haven't even beat it yet. I may move it over to YouTube. So, you may want to think about that. Damn, I just put you on a pedestal, boy. Yeah, you better... Yeah, you better come watch Larry playing Tears of the Kingdom, or else I'm gonna send my pet reptile after you. No, I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, though, I am thinking of bringing back Tears of the Kingdom streams. I am largely thinking about it. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's a rage clip. Here we go. When I was playing Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Does anything fucking die in this game? I actually have to ask. Does anything die at all in this game? At all?
No. Except you.
No. Of course it fucking doesn't. Nothing fucking dies in this goddamn game. At all.
You are dead.
Everything. How many shells do I have to shoot you with before you die? How many bullet holes do I have to put inside your body before you die? Nothing fucking dies in this game. At all. Stupid fucking orange juice lid. Fuck that shit. I'm done. It's just like, I'm done, man. Nothing dies in this game at all. It's pissing me off. Stupid fucking McDonald's cup.
This is all McDonald's fault. Ian just asked into the chat, what did the orange juice lid do? It was just there. You literally just asked what I was just about to say. I haven't watched any of your vids on it yet, but I did watch Snapcube's VODs of it. Game Grumps are currently playing it currently too, but the way Aaron plays pisses me off. I don't think anyone's a huge fan of the Game Grumps. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people just don't like how they play. I'm just being honest with you, dude. I love McDonald's. I do too. I mean, for me, it's like McDonald's is a guilty pleasure for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't eat it at all. I do. And I kind of hate the fact that I do because it's bad. But it's a guilty pleasure for me. It's a guilty pleasure. I just watch them for the commentary. That's fair. I often try to balance commentary and all that stuff. But like I said, like I'll definitely do some gaming streams on my YouTube if you guys want to see it. Because it's like, based on what you're telling me, it seems like, and not only that, but it seems like a lot of you are more active on here than on Twitch. So it's like, I would love to, find some streams on my YouTube if you guys are all in on it. I would love to. I just stopped watching them for a bit, but then I started watching compilations, which got me back into their videos. Oh, yeah. Like I said, people clip stuff all the time. But yeah, this is all McDonald's fault. Nothing dies. Nothing dies. This is all McDonald's fault. So, yeah. So anyway, here's another rage clip from Mega Man. Another Capcom game. What do you know? That's the worst thing ever. Right next to Sonic falling off screen, seeing Mega Man die and burst into like these glowing blue orbs is the worst thing a gamer could ever see. Right next to Sonic dying and falling off screen and Mario doing the same thing. Mega Man exploding in the orbs. Worst thing ever.
Why can't you jump?
And it was so dramatic too. Like every time Mega Man died, the music would just abruptly stop.
Why can't you jump, Mega Man? You dumb son of a bitch! I swear to God! Jump! You dumb blue son of a bitch! Fuck, man!
You blue dumb son of a bitch.
Jump! Do you need jumping lessons, Mega Man? Do you need to go to the Sky Zone? Do you actually need to go to Sky Zone? Let me ask you this question. Do you need to go to Sky Zone, Mega Man? To learn how to fucking jump? Like Jesus Christ.
For those who doesn't know what Sky Zone is, that's Sky Zone. I'm not sure if people have ever been to Sky Zone before. I have one time. It's really fun. I actually really like it there. I'm not really a big fan of the people being around though, but that's just a personal thing for me. I just don't like too many people. I'll be honest with you. But otherwise, like, Sky Zone itself is fun. You know what I'm saying? Sky Zone itself is fun. I'm just not a big fan of the crowd. That's all it is. So yeah, that's what I was making fun of. I was like, do you need to go to Sky Zone, Mega Man? Because all you're doing is jumping on trampolines.
Fuck, man!
And Mega Man couldn't even make a jump. Look, it's bullshit though. It's bullshit. Look at this. Look at this. The platform's right there. Look, look, look. He can reach that and look at. Can't even complete a fucking jump. It's bullshit.
Why can't you jump, Mega Man? You dumb blue son of a bitch!
Look at him. He doesn't even care.
Jump!
Look at him. Look at Mega Man. He doesn't even care.
Do you need to go to the Sky Zone? Do you actually need to go to Sky Zone? Let me ask you this question. Do you need to go to Sky Zone, Mega Man? To learn how to fucking jump? Like Jesus Christ.
I don't know what the hell. What the stupid fucking orange juice lid? LMAO, bro legit turned into Peter Parker in Spider-Man 2. Do you need to go to Sky Zone? He does. He couldn't even jump. Michael Bay strikes again. If you're wondering why the clip is called Michael Bay Strikes Again,
You're gonna get
just
the
watch.
neck, bro, simply for the fact that you tried to touch me. Says you want to touch.
That's why. That's why.
Michael Bay, of course.
Yep.
Dude, get off. Thank you. I swear to God, what is going on?
What is? Ahí vaya.
All right, you know what? I'm about.
Ahí vaya. Oh God. Ahí vaya. Yeah, that's why it's called Michael Bay Strikes Again. Straight up explosions left and right. Oh yeah, this one. I remember this one.
She would never be a genuine. I sidestepped. Hello, you fucking Ling Xiaoyu. You're a bitch. Do you know that? You're a bitch.
You lose.
Yeah, I called her a bitch, and this is what she does in response. Smacks her booty in my face. And I was like, that's disrespectful. Then again, I fired the first shot, so she just fired back.
Do you know that? You're a bitch.
You lose.
Wow. She actually did. Wow. She actually did that.
You need more practice. Fuck you, Harada. That's mean. Although, to be fair, I do hope Tekken 8 brings back most of the classic modes from the older games, like survival and all that stuff. I do hope they bring that back. Because they were fun offline content and stuff. That's what I feel like that was when fighting games were at their best, because they didn't have all that like corny like esports shit. So yeah. Okay, so let me see. We'll just react to a couple more, and then I'm gonna go to bed from here. Oh God, the Unbeatable. I remember this one. So there's a boss on what's the name, Aquaman stage, and you have to fight this gigantic. It's like a saw or whatever. I don't know what it is. It's like a giant claw. I don't know what it is, but it drops bombs. It punches you with a boxing glove. It's annoying. So I was at the brink of death, and watch what happened.
You're not gonna beat me, asshole.
And watch this. Boom.
What the fuck? You're not gonna beat me, asshole. What the fuck?
I said you're not gonna beat me, asshole. Then I get beat. The Unbeatable. The title of the clip is hilariously ironic. I'm not showing that. I'm not showing this clip. I'm not showing this one. I'm actually very ashamed of it. So, no one's allowed to watch it. Except they can, because it's public, so they're gonna watch it anyway. Just don't watch it. Controller Rage on Bayonetta 2. Alright, hands down, one of the best action games that I've ever played. Bayonetta 2. Loved it. I definitely want to revisit this game. But damn, it is hard as shit.
I'm fucking... Fuck. What the fucking fuck? Fuck! When I dodge! Please dodge! Fuck you! God damn this shit.
Duh. Yeah, look.
I'm fucking... Fuck. What the fucking fuck?
Duh. Look.
What the fucking fuck? Fuck!
This is what I go through.
When I dodge! Please dodge!
This is what I go through.
Fuck you!
Every day.
God damn this shit.
So you know what I do? I just eat AIDS. I'm sorry, that was bad. I'm sorry. That was actually really bad. Speaking of control, wait. Before we get into that, here's another 2 Rage clips.
Literally.
All right.
Dude, what came out of nowhere? Dude.
Look at me throwing a tantrum. The reason I didn't slam anything was because my I didn't want to alert anybody. I just didn't want to alert anyone. Yes. Oh man, that wasn't even the worst rage ever though.
I'm tired of it.
Look at this one. That wasn't even the worst one. This one right here is probably the angriest I ever got at Resident Evil. Lol, why was you raging? Because, do I have to go back? Here, I'll show you why.
Literally.
I'll show you why. So, look at this. So I was already, so first of all, I already had like a 100 combo. In fact, let me mute it real quick. So I kill one guy, and then I get hit by something out of nowhere. What it was in actuality, it was the Ganados with the spiders controlling them and puppeteering them. And what happens is that when that happens, they are incredibly aggressive, and their attacks do more damage. So I had a whole crew surrounding me, and I was trying to open up the inventory menu so I could heal myself. But for some reason, the game has this thing where while you're in the recovery animation, you cannot pull up the inventory. So I was literally stuck in a limbo. I literally could not do anything. And then by the time I got up, like literally the very second I was out of the recovery frame, I got hit and I died. So I was virtually handicapped. Like literally, I literally couldn't do anything. There was literally nothing I could do. And that's why I got so pissed off. Because I couldn't pull up the inventory menu because, like I said, it for some reason does not come up while you're in a recovery animation. And then by the very second Hunk was out of the recovery animation, he got hit and then he died. The worst part about it was that I couldn't. The worst part about it is that even though this game has a parry mechanic, so I could have parried it. But there was no prompt. It was like the prompts weren't even. It's like the prompts showed up while I was in the recovery animation, but the very second I stood up, the prompt to parry was not there. So I was literally screwed out of that game, and that's why I got so heated. That's why you saw me losing my shit, and then even like tossing my controller on the desk. Capcom really do be doing this to you. Like, if you wonder why I pick on Capcom so much, this is why. Bullshit like this happens. As much as Resident Evil 4 Remake is one of my favorite games this year, but it has a lot of dumb shit, and that's one of them. As much as I love this game, it pisses me off. And I kind of hate the fact that it does, because it's such a great game that it's like, it's more fun than frustrating, but when it frustrates me, it drives me crazy. It drives me nuts. So anyway, here, if you thought that rage was bad, no, this rage quit was 10 times worse.
I was about to say, I don't care how they die. I don't care how they die. Oh my god, dude. Dude.
I unleashed all my fury. I unleashed all my fury. In all honesty, though, I did have many options to parry, so it was half my fault. It was half my fault, because I could have prevented those hits. But at the same time, everything was coming up around me all at once, and then I got insta-killed by the Blade Plaga. Which, yes, they can insta-kill. Even though my health was low, they actually can insta-kill you by literally slicing your head off. So they can do that. Yeah, it was a lot worse. It was a lot worse. LMAO, bruh. I'll call it a night. See you, man. Okay. Yeah, it's actually almost 4. Jesus Christ. Shouldn't be up this late, too, because we're going to have to work tomorrow, but I don't give a shit. I think we'll pull up at least, like, probably, like, wasn't there, like, one more rage clip that I had to show? Oh, yeah. Salazar goes against the ethos.
Push a button on the controller. Do as I say. Stop going against the ethos. Stop going against the rules. Understand?
I literally basically just said the same thing. Stop going against the ethos.
I'm like, fuck. Man, this is driving me crazy, dude. I can't even. I'm actually like. I'm just like actually in a. Fuck, man. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of this game, man.
I'm so tired of it. I kicked my bunk bed.
I'm just like actually in a. Just like actually in a. Just like actually in a. Fuck, man. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of this game, man.
Bro, that's like. Yeah, I'm an absolute animal. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I am an absolute animal when I'm raging. This is normal. This is normal for me. I don't go to bed till like 5 a.m. Oh, that's fine. The clips of you raging at Call of Duty on Mr. Directorate 2 compilation video was funny as hell. I definitely gotta see that. Call of Duty really be full of shit. Not related, but what mic do you use? I forgot. I forget. Sometimes I forget myself too. It's called the Mauno. Wait a minute. Let me look. Hold on a second. Let me look this up again. It's the Mauno AU PM4 401. Yeah, AU PM401. By Mauno. I've actually had this mic for 3 years. I've had it since the pandemic. I got this thing around the time when I got my computer, and it's honestly the best mic ever. I'm actually going to be upgrading my equipment very soon. I'm actually going to be getting a brand new Elgato, one that goes up to 4K at least, and then I'm also going to acquire the HyperX. I want to get the HyperX. Yeah, the HyperX microphone. So that's definitely gonna be my next grab. So yeah, I'm gonna be upgrading my equipment very soon. Otherwise, yeah, I think that's about everything. If I'm being completely honest with you. Let's end this off with an epic clip from one of my most intense fights of all time. When I played Crisis Core Final Fantasy The Reunion, and I fought against this monster who was just... Ugh.
Go ahead, do it. No, you don't! Kill him! Get him! Get him! I swear to God! No, please, oh God. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm featuring this clip.
Oh my
Kill him! Get him! Get him! Get him! I swear to God! No! No, please! He was doing a final death attack. Please! But I survived. Let's go! Let's go! Final Fantasy is truly one of my favorite franchises of all time. It makes me so passionate. Let's go! I love Final Fantasy so much. Oh my! I love Final Fantasy so much. It's a series that I'm very passionate about. It's like whenever I'm in like many of those tough fights, like it gives me something to be passionate about. That's what we were waiting for. Yeah, instead of death, you saw me come out on top. That's a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? So it felt good. And Crisis Core Reunion was amazing. I loved it. I would honestly, I would love to play that game a second time. I would love to play it a second time. I loved it that much. Jeez Louise. It was definitely, it was amazing. And I say Final Fantasy makes me passionate because recently I played and beat the Final Fantasy 16 demo on PS5. And I loved it. It blew my balls off. Like, it's the first time that I was emotionally driven by what was presented to me. But I'm actually glad that Final Fantasy has not lost its steam. In any case, that's yeah, that's everything that I gotta say, if I'm being honest with you. It was fun. It was fun. I absolutely enjoyed it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out of here. All right. I'm gonna get some sleep. And I shall be back with more content for all of you sexy motherfuckers. And for the record, be sure to subscribe to my boy, Mr. Directorate. And also subscribe to him at AceOG_RapGod. Dude's the legend. He's the GOAT. And the way he edited my part. The way he edited my part in that video, peak. Way better than the last video that we collaborated on. And my commentary period was just better. And it seemed like, and you could tell that he actually cared about the editing in this video. He actually cared about making it good. So I noticed how his editing style with this video is different than the last one. It seemed like he actually gave a shit about editing this video. And I hope that's the mindset he continues to have. So I'm going to be getting out of here. Y'all have a great night. Get plenty of sleep and all that shit. And most importantly, remember, guys, I want you to remember one thing. Licking doorknobs is illegal on other planets.